Hey everybody, welcome to the Junie stream. Today we are going to be playing some Adam RPG back into this post-apocalyptic world. Hey Tom, nice to see you, thank you for stopping by. Oh, I was trying to add your account as a regular earlier. I don't know if that's something special on Twitch now, but I forgot you're not Time Beer on here. Still figuring out everything I can do with. I've set up some new bots and figured out some new stuff. But yeah, I'll add you as a regular and a VIP so you can be special and have the linkage powers. It's up to you. I always thought it was kind of like it's kind of like your different usernames. It's like a marker of your changing in person over time. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hey babe, nice to see you. And hey Zoe. Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, of course, though, there's nothing wrong with giving us something new too. I change my usernames and my profile pictures all the time. I probably won't be Speepy Beans in a month. Who knows? Thank you everybody for tuning in. We're just gonna jam out to this track a little bit longer and then we'll get into the meat of the game. This music we're listening to is from the soundtrack for Adam RPG. I hope the sound is okay, balanced with my mic. Pretty good soundtrack though. Very fitting for the environment of the game. Perfect, alright, good. I've been doing my best to kind of work on making the stream a bit more, smooth, production value-wise. Could still use a new mic at some point. Not that the one I have is terribly bad, but just could use a new one. So today, we're gonna be rolling a new character, actually. I kind of felt like I wanted to continue on with my old character on stream, but I just know more things about this game now, and that definitely changes the way I want to start. So let's jump into it, shall we? I'm gonna have to pause that music for now. Here we are. Looking at the world of Adam. So yeah, we're gonna roll a brand new character. Still not exactly sure where the exact stats are gonna be on this brand new character, but we're gonna figure it out together. I definitely know I want to roll a similar character to last time. Now the problems I ran into in my last run were that I couldn't use any weapons at the start. I definitely did some pre-looking in my last run to make sure I have stats to use some very specific weapons that I enjoy, like the BSS. But I didn't really consider that I might need a little bit more combat than I thought I would in the early game. Basically, I thought that my speechcraft could get me by pretty easy, and it really can. But I really would also like to be able to use a weapon now that I know what's available to me at the start. Now I'm also much more knowledgeable about. I mean, I know where the easiest companion to get is, and you can get him really early on. So that will also make my start a lot easier. Beyond that, though, I don't really know much more about the main story. I know of a few. I did a few encounters, a few areas. I solved the mystery. We might go peek at that later on. And it's been a pretty interesting game, I gotta say. I gave myself kind of an issue starting with the Speechcraft builds, being unexperienced with the game systems, thinking that, I've played enough of these games and I've played enough Fallouts to know how to kind of wing it. And this is like my 4th iteration of my character now. So this feels about like right as an actual starting point. Basically I found out the learning curve is actually there and exists for this game, even though like it seems very simple. There are some like things you just gotta learn. That's with any RPG if you're looking to run optimally. So I do like to run optimally, and I want to finish the story in a particular way, and I want to not die and not have too much trouble along the way. And so here we are, re-rolling. So right away, I'm gonna probably end up maxing out luck. This is what I did last time with my other character. Luck doesn't seem as good in this game as it is in Fallout, but in my experience, I have done some unique conversation choices involving having high luck. Some of them sometimes are pretty critical. So, for example, losing a speech check and then getting to have an additional luck check to do another roll. So that's pretty nice. I still think I'll run the high luck. I can't say that I know all the ways and it will affect my game because I only played a certain part of the way before this, but we'll see how it goes. So we also still want to go for Speechcraft and Barter. With that in mind, we don't need as much dexterity now because we're not going to really care about lockpicking. We're not going to be really ever using melee. Combat speed is important, but like we're going to use our ally as a tank pretty much, which I think we can get away with on this difficulty that we're going to be playing on. With that in mind, we're reducing our strength a bit. Melee and unarmed damage, maximum health. We're probably going to end up reducing our endurance just a tad bit. And we're going to push those points over into personality. And this is probably not the exact thing we're going to end up with. In fact, we probably could go for medium endurance because I'm kind of not the best at this game yet. But we'll return to this after we do some skills and distinctions here. So we definitely want to be able to wield the VSS when we acquire it. And the VSS will come under automatic firearms. I've never acquired a VSS yet. I don't know where the easiest one is to get. So we're going to ignore that a little bit for now and kind of put points into that as we go on. Instead, I want to make sure that I have enough pistols and SMG to efficiently wield a rusted Makarov, which we'll find very quickly at the start of the game. I think what I need is 35. And so we'll be shooting a 9mm Makarov for the first part of the game, and that's kind of what's going to help us kill rats and animals. I know there's also a rifle, a hunting rifle we can get, shoots 7.62. But I'm more interested in the pistol, I don't know, just personally. So, yeah, that's pretty much, I think we need 35 for that. And we're just going to go there right away and pick it up when we can. So, the next part of our builds, beyond automatic weapons and a tiny bit of pistols and SMGs, is pretty much going to be dedicated to interacting via the dialogue tree with the environment and with other NPCs. I do know that combat is going to happen in this game, and combat with humans is going to happen. But in my testing runs previous to this, I found that a lot of the times you can talk your way out of combat encounters with humans, even if it's like a random encounter on the map. So, subsequently, my previous testing playthrough, I was yet to kill even a single human, which was pretty cool. I avoided having to murder people by talking my way out of tough situations. Definitely gonna run Speechcraft because of that. And I know there's different tiers of Speechcraft that are kind of required as you progress through the game, but I think 45 probably is plenty for the start of the game. I was very tempted to think about bartering, because one of the main ways to get money in this game is by killing NPCs. By killing NPCs, you collect the drops from them, you can sell those drops, you can equip those drops, you can use their ammo. Basically, at some points, if you're diligent about grinding NPCs, grinding bandits, whatever you're choosing to kill, for your XP gains, which you'll inevitably in this game have to do a little bit of grinding, some way, shape, or form. If you're killing them, you will get a lot of ammo, and you won't have to ever buy ammo. It'll add up in your inventory. It'll be weighing you down how much ammo you get, if that's your method. That is not a path for us. We cannot take that path because we're going to be going a very light killing sort of builds. We don't want to really be aggressive to people. Now, mutant animals, right? We kind of have no choice, just a little bit. They will aggress us, and we can run, but we can't always run, especially if we're going to be below average in combat speed. I think it's dexterity. So we're gonna try barter, and we're not gonna like over invest into it. We're just gonna go probably around 40 at the end of this, and after that we're just gonna dump everything into gambling. Gambling's gonna be our last dump stat, where we want this to get as high as possible alongside Speechcraft. This is where we're gonna make our real money, but a little bit of barter for the early game to get by. Like the early game progression should help a lot. Gambling does work in coordination with luck. However, you can pretty much like override the need for any luck, I'm pretty sure, by having your gambling really high. So if you have 75 gambling, and there's some hidden numbers with the different gambling NPCs, where it's like if you're betting a certain amount, if you have X amount of gambling, you'll pretty much just win every time. No worries. But if you actually are rolling for it, like actually, gambling instead of just using your gambling stat to auto-win, then I think your luck actually contributes. But once you get your gambling high enough, you can just pretty much never fail to win at the highest bidding. Yeah, it's interesting. I like how they did it. It works similar with Speechcraft in the way you interact with dialogue. At certain points, the tests will be very, very easy, and you'll pretty much always win them if you were over the expected level. It's kind of how they do progression, and I like that progression system. It allowed them to also implement this kind of carryover progression system into their sequel title, where it uses the same leveling system, and you can sort of transfer your characters via mods, but it expects you to be level 75 Speechcraft character, basically. So it's like a good continuation of the progression system and the story. Even if you start a character as a level 1 character, your Speechcraft is like the equivalent of 75 at the start of that game compared to this game's stats. It's interesting how they chose it, and I like it. Still getting used to exploiting it though. Okay, so we're gonna come back to skills in just a moment. The portraits, one of the main critiques of the game is that there's not enough portraits. Personally for me, I like the options available, but there are mods to add more personal portraits. I will say the modding community for this game is very small. and most of the mods are in Russian, so it becomes very hard to mod this game. But there are some translated mods and such forth. Okay, so here we're going to go down to our distinctions, which are basically the equivalent of like professions or quirks. They'll modify our characters in ways that it would take a lot of stat points to modify. Positively and negatively, of course. You can pick two of them. Now, right away that stood out to me last run was Lucky One. Just getting +3 luck, which means we can put 3 less points here. +2 personality, which we also are going to be going into, and +15 speechcraft, at the detriment of 1 endurance, and -10 to all skills except speechcraft and gambling. Now, I really think this is worth it. However, it kind of screws up our ability to use pistols and SMGs, so we have to move around some stats. But I think Lucky One is probably worth it. I didn't take it last time because I took... I think I took like a counter luck one. I think Lucky One and Unlucky Optimist cannot be used together. Interesting, you know, because yeah, you're either lucky or you're unlucky. It can't be both. Yeah, so I think we'll end up taking Lucky One, and that's gonna like change our build and our health quite substantially. 2 points in health is not that bad, but the decrease here pretty much shuts out all these options. We're never gonna be using these if we take Lucky One. Shooting Gallery Fan was the other one I was interested in. Take those together and you end up with -3 endurance. And we can go over cap with our luck. I definitely want to be using companions, so we're not going to be a lone wolf. Though how appealing it is, I'm not experienced enough with the systems of this game yet to be able to do anything like that. Obviously the companions just provide a lot more utility, carry weight, an extra gun, an extra body, just they add so much. I'm sure the +2 attention, +5 sequence can probably be used in some builds, but the 10 kilos to carry weight, for me, ain't worth not having a companion. We can carry like 40 kilos. Yeah, so after we get out of Lucky One, I don't think there's going to be, in Shooting Gallery Fan, I don't think there's much more for us. I thought about doing a crafting build. The crafting in this game I heard is meh. It's one of those games where you can craft anything as long as you know the recipe IRL. So, like, if you know that, you know, Molotov is a bandana and a bottle of gasoline, you know, your character doesn't need to know that. You can just make that recipe and they'll learn it. And so you're really not gated from accessing the crafting. It's just not very interesting compared to just like kind of playing the game. I don't know. I would probably do a crafting character, just not now. Okay, we're gonna hurry up on through these. That's funny. +2 personality and +15 barter with the opposite gender. That actually is really good as a woman character. There are a lot of men in this world. In fact, one of the major plot points is a mystery you do where you find out that there's a woman masquerading or hiding out as a man for her own protection in a bandit base. And yes, I did sleep with her. Okay, that actually seems very good as playing as a woman character. Anabolic fan seems okay, but I think we want Lucky One. They do, don't they? Yeah, and it's true though. It's like you can't. There's no ability to refresh your world without having your ladies around, your women, and it's very interesting to me. Like there are few women characters, but they are all very different in this game, and all provide so far, and all have like a very different story and experience to show. There's the woman I told you about with the bandit camp. There's another woman who actually only you go to her farmstead, and she's the only one who speaks to you. The husband doesn't speak to you. The kids don't speak to you. They refuse to, but she tells you their whole life story about how all she wanted to do is take care of them and all this stuff. I'm not going to spoil it, but there are very few women, but they all have kind of stood out so far. There are also some like generic, this is like Jane or whatever walking around the town, but a lot less of that. Personality, attention, barter, and speechcraft. Gosh. I'd rather just do sex appeal. Okay, this seems like actually a really, really decent starting place for a build. I'm going to remove some points from speechcraft now and from barter. We currently have a -6 modifier to barter. Oh, it's because of Lucky One. We don't need that much barter. Like, we're only going to use it to get through the early game. Like, I probably would be fine with going to 30 on barter. Or maybe 35. Additionally, I don't know if we need 11 luck. Yeah, okay, so 11 is actually the maximum. You can only go 1 over cap. And I'll do that. I'll go over cap. Seems good. But now I have a few more points to divvy around. Intellect is always good, but having average intellect seems also good. I mean, I'm only going to get more skill points the higher intellect I have. But I don't think you can really influence your characteristics throughout the game. I think that's kind of hard or impossible to do. Maybe it is possible, but I haven't seen any skill books or anything like that to influence characteristics. I think having average accuracy, average intellect, below average, those seems fine. Maybe 1 more in endurance. It upgrades my survival, my regeneration, and my hit points. Dexterity gives me sequence. Strength gives me carry weight. Yeah, many of these classical stat book RPGs kind of keep your primary statistics rigid, with maybe temporary items to slightly modify them. I think that's really good. I haven't, I've played a few of these, right? But like, when it comes to actually like getting into the nitty gritty, I guess I was always kind of spoiled by mods when it came to like influencing the skill systems. I do kind of like the rigidness. And I like that, like, your character, like, your character, like, you can influence them, but they're not going to become, like, some sci-fi monster that's, like, amazing at everything. Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, I was just listening to a video explaining about progression mechanics in RPGs. As a progression mechanic, it's great, right? Because the times that you do upgrade your characteristics are really notable. And so, as a storytelling mechanic, it's like, hey, maybe you lose 1 strength here forever because you lost like a finger saving your husband. in the main story, or like, you know, who knows? But like, it can really help as, you know, influence storytelling mechanics too. Yikes! The final 2 points. I always get caught up on the final 2 or 3 points. I think with what I want to do, taking 10 personality is good. And then I can drop some points I put into barter. I probably want dodge chance. I can't imagine I'm going to live with no way to avoid any attacks. I can't imagine I'm going to live very long at all. In fact, I might even take away a point in personality and a point from... Yeah, this seems okay. I'm tempted to even go lower in strength because I know I'm going to have a companion to help me carry stuff. And then put that back in the personality. This seems like very skewed for like a second character, but this is what we're gonna do. Speechcraft is now up to 60. Let's take it to 65. We're probably more than fine at 60, honestly. We can take the pistols up to 35. That way we can still use our pistol we want to find. And that's all the points. Oh, no, it's not. We have a few more. Yeah, let's put up speechcraft or barter a bit more. It doesn't seem worth it. Let's just start pumping gambling. No survival. It's okay. First aid's pretty good. Technology. I like that we're at 25. Not like my last character was very low at technology. Martial weapons at 49 means you might be able to use a shiv efficiently. Oh, martial arts. I mean, whoops. We'll use our fists half decently. Okay, well then, this character looks really good. Let's go in. We're gonna be going in on tickle their nerves, permadeath. Oh, I don't think we're ready for permadeath yet. Yeah, average difficulty. And we'll be a traveler uniform. And now we enter the world. 36 minutes later. Though, this is the kind of content I guess you come to expect when playing a CRPG. Here we go. You have a peculiar dream. Red stars glow in the sky and giant mushrooms rise to the heavens as horned shadows dance at the edge of an ancient forest. Suddenly, darkness falls. The images are eclipsed within a black void as it surrounds you, as it billows closer and closer like impenetrable smoke, as it rubs against your body like a cat. It is soothing, calming, before devouring you. And yeah, just a little pregame vor action, I guess. Getting devoured by the void. You see nothing unusual. You're in the barracks for agents about to be deployed on fieldwork. A man is standing near you. He looks worried. Having nightmares, huh, Cadet Selena? Even yesterday's storms didn't wake you up. Right. Take all the rest you can before the mission. Sorry, I'm not going to move my mouse around in circles like that the whole time. Yeah. We're going to not do that. And we're also not going to read all this man's dialogue. We already know what's going on here. So basically we work for an organization called Atom. Atom is a secret organization that works behind the scenes to better the wasteland. Very humanitarian. I don't know who supports them, who gives them funding, or any of that. Maybe the story tells you. But as far as I understand, they just do it for the good of the wasteland and humanity. So this is basically a tutorial area. We're gonna go ahead and skip all of it because we've already done it, and getting to the game sounds good.
Atom, a branch of the Soviet Army created long before the war, caused by the imperialist conquerors. Our mission does not end in gathering pre-war technology and reviving our Soviet motherland. We also strive to reach the pre-war quality of life for all. To realize those goals, we often send search expeditions into the wasteland. Not long ago, one of such expeditions, led by General Morozov, lost all contact with the base. Our human resources are limited. Therefore, the standard procedure is to send out but a few agents to investigate this problem. You are one of the chosen for this mission. General Morozov's troops had an important quest to locate, control, and study a secret bunker. Bunker 317. According to our data, it is located near the village of Otradnoye. To successfully complete your mission, we recommend you to contact our agent in the city of Krasnoznamonye, codenamed Fidel. He's hiding in plain sight as a barkeep in the outskirts of the city, so apart from physical aid, he can offer you informational support as well. You will learn the password needed to contact our agent from the envelope. Destroy it upon reading. And remember, your mission is to gather intelligence on the disappearance of Morozov and his troops. No heroics. The wastes are a dangerous place.
Yeah, easy
Good
peasy.
luck, cadet, and let there be Atom.
We're well trained. We did the tutorial, right? Okay, so I'll give you a better excuse me. I'll give you a better snapshot of who I'm working for. Basically the Brotherhood of Steel, but Russian. And right after all that elite training and getting geared up, this is what happens. Yeah, that's right. You get ambushed. And my shiny AK is sitting right next to me, and I didn't grab it. Even though I don't see any of these men with guns. Now, this fight, you're supposed to fail this fight. You can, however, win it. If you are very well prepared, have the right build, and know what you're doing, you can win the fight. I don't know if you get anything from it. Well, would you look at that? A girl all alone in this part of the waste. Are you perchance lost? The man stops before you and rubs his hands, as if to warm himself, or to show off a formidable set of brass knuckles on his left hand. Brass knuckles, meet this AK that's sitting right next to me on the freaking log. No, that's not how it works. Even if I tried to shoot him, I would have like a 0% chance to hit. That's how this game works. Or maybe you're like the Little Red Riding Hood, delivering food to your sick grandmother. And all these bags of yours? The man whistles at all your equipment. That's very careless. What if some big bad wolf were to start chasing you? I mean, you wouldn't last 100 meters with such heavy luggage. The stranger's face breaks into an ominous smile. Me and my pals could help you carry it. Well, not for free, of course, but for a very manageable price. What say you? Yeah, okay, we're getting grifted. We have no choice. Okay, so this is definitely not the answer here. This is the get beat up answer right here. I like this answer, alright, what the hell? Go on and go on and rob me then. I mean, a speechcraft character. Am I role-playing? I guess I'm role-playing. Fuck it. Like, I didn't grab my AK, they caught me, so. But like, I don't wanna go down without a fight. Oh shit, they're laughing at me. This girl is knee-high to a grasshopper, but still acts tough. Listen, honey. Why don't you lie down and rest for a bit? Maybe you'll have a dream about beating the ever-loving crap out of us. And this is where we get the ever-loving crap out of us. So what he does to us there is he knocks us down, which is a status effect in this game, which makes you lose your action. And I believe you can spec to resist getting knocked down right out of the gate. So the way you actually win this fight is don't get knocked down, and then I think maybe you can grab your AK. I'm not sure though. Either way, this is the true start of the game, right here. Nothing. When I first played this game, it tricked me. I thought I was gonna get the stuff. Nope. You start with literally nothing. At least you're not hungry at the start. And we get a canteen. Look at that. Yeah, they took everything from our tent, too. Assholes. So, let's go see if there's anything on this map. But I doubt there's going to be anything good for us here. We should just move on. Oh, here. I was wrong. A spoon. Okay, I was right. I forgot what game this is. Oh, it's locked. I don't have a lockpicking for that, and I never will. Looks like we can pick up some bricks down here. Bricks, which we cannot really use very well. They're both a throwable item and also an item you can use in your hand to smack enemies. I don't believe we are going to have the skill to wield a brick properly. Oh, heck, we do! 4 dexterity, 30 melee weapons. Look at that. We can take 2 bricks. We got it. We're moving up in the world already. Alright, let's head out this map. No reason to stay here. Ultradonie. I don't know what the middle one is. It's Ultradonie or whatever. The city the guy just said. The village. We get a nice little cutscene. And then we get greeted with the entrance to our village with a puppo and a man. Halt! Who's there? Before you stands a strongly built man of about 30. He's wearing a weathered military jacket and holding a large gun. At a glance, he seems like the affable sort and would probably welcome some conversation. He's absently chewing a blade of grass, but upon seeing you, he livens up at once. Hey there, comrade. Hello to you too. The man coughs and spits out the grass, and lets his rifle hang by its handmade leather strap. Nice to meet you. My name is Yan. May I ask what brings you to our village? Well, nice to meet you, Yan. Well, I've heard about your village and felt like visiting it. You're telling me our village is famous? That's good to know, so how can I help? Well, let me ask you a couple questions. Fine, I'll answer if I can. So the reason I heard about your village is that a troop of military types passed through here. Have you seen them? Funny you ask. Yes, babe, I'm not sure either. I think that's probably 100% positive because the translations to this game were not done by the dev team. By the original dev team, I think. Don't quote me on that though. But the voice work is fantastic for the most part. The voice work that is there, there's not much, but for the most part it's fitting. But I don't think they know how to pronounce it either. Funny you asked. A whole squad passed through not long ago. Can't say for sure if they were military, but there were some serious-looking dudes among them. Nice weapons, bad attitudes. They even had a uniform of sort. These guys are no joke, I tell you. Sounds like some Adam guys. They bought some water, rested for a day near the wall. Bought some water? Wow, they got grifted. Rested for a day near the walls and moved on. I got to chatting with one of them. Nice guy. Younger than the rest. Easy to grift by selling him water. Where there's a fucking water machine in town or whatever. A fucking water, like, you know, a well or whatever. A pump. Water pump. That's the one. Sorry, water. I'm drinking water myself. He said they were on an expedition into the ruins. Probably searching for pre-war tech, or what remains of it. God help them. They seemed normal enough. Can you point me in the direction of those ruins? Yan takes your map, looks it over a bit, and draws a small black cross in one spot. After looking at the map one more time, he returns it to you. Here, it's not too far. Thanks. Can I ask another question? I might be a little bit low in funds. Is there any work around here so I can keep on traveling? Sure, there's always work to be found. For one, our tech guy disappeared somewhere. Steblev is his surname. He's been known to drink and even go on a bender from time to time, but it's not like him to be gone for so long. Last time I saw him, he was pretty drunk and bragging he was going to be a millionaire real soon, and then poof, he vanished. Yes, water machine. The machine that spits out water. Maybe he got that million and ran off. Maybe, but where would he get it? There's something shady about the whole situation. Yan shrugs his shoulders and carefully scans the horizon before turning back to you. Anyway, a talented handywoman would be most welcome here nowadays. Uh-huh. Maybe you could point me to some other jobs. You might try asking around at the tavern. It's run by a brother and sister, Vasya and Katya Radchenko, and some of the villagers might be looking for them. I don't know who, though. Might be looking for help. I don't know who, though. I see. Anything to tell me about the village before I check it out? What do you want to know? Wow, how's life? That's a great village. It was founded right after the war by our head man, Comrade Kovalev. He and the first settlers staked out the land around an old oak tree, which to this day is the center of the settlement. That tree is our main attraction, like the village mascot. Who's the village mascot? Probably won't believe it, but I heard people were running around everywhere after the bombs fell, looking for food and water. I believe it. There was nothing to find but dust and burnt earth, but here they saw this oak and a clear running stream nearby. That's pretty strange if you ask me. Yeah, a little bit. Jan smiles briefly, and then his face pinches up into a pout. The man looks like he's sucking on a lemon. But the life itself, it's rotten, honestly. We're in the drought season now, and getting raided all the time. The bandits come each month to demand money. We tried fighting them, we tried making peace with them. Nothing works. They're too strong. And nobody could help you? We sent a man into Krasnoznamenny, something on those lines, once to hire a few mercenaries. He took all the money we had, but only bought 7 men. They looked plenty serious and tough with their fancy guns. Proud. I wish I could tell you that they drove off the bandits, or simply killed them, that the harassment stopped. I wish I could tell you that, but life in the wasteland is no fairy tale. The bandits killed all 7 of them. All 7? Wait, that's the 7 samurai! Well, I just realized, yeah. He went out to the town to get the 7 mercenaries. Ah, that's 7 I did not realize that my first go-around in this part of the game. Funny. The bandits killed all 7 of them, and the following month the extortion fee went up. They said that since we obviously had money to pay for mercenaries, we could afford to pay more. Of course. Let's change the topic. Can I ask you something else? How about rumors? One passerby told me that somewhere in the waste is an old abandoned Boy Scout camp, but it's not entirely abandoned. All the Boy Scouts who had camped out there before the war are still there, and they've gone feral, and they worship the devil in secret rituals. Sounds like I want to be over there. He also told me that they might not be Boy Scouts at all, but monstrous creatures that took on the form of... Oh, wait, they're actual, like, monstrous children? Never mind. Well, thank you. In order to mimic us humans. That's just a huge load of bull, right? Listen, I'm not the right guy to ask for rumors. You should chat with people in the village. Maybe they'll know something of interest. Well, thank you, Yan. You've given me a lot of information. Hey, feel free to come back and visit. It gets pretty boring just standing around. If I have time, sure. Goodbye. So, we're gonna do a few things over here. First thing is setting up a safety save that's not over top. One of my old saves. Great thing about this game, you can have so many saves. So many. There's no limit. Like, that I've noted. You can have 9 page. Okay, there's a limit, but it's so many. Alright, so you got a new save there. Woof woof was a little bit bugged there for a moment. It looked kind of creepy. I'm looking at it on the stream. Alright, it's fixed. We're going to do a few things in the town before we head out. A few things to take note of. We got some experience for doing the conversation there. And we got a quest log update about Adam, our Adam team here. So the nice thing about this game is we do get a mid-conversation experience for pursuing interesting or notable topics. So we got 52 XP. We're doing nothing but chatting. Now I think right now in the town most people are going to be sleeping. Oh, shopkeeper's here. We're going to go pick up garbage while people are napping. We do love picking up garbage in this game, especially at the start. We are a garbage machine, and we're going to be selling all this garbage for money to utilize our bartering skill that we decided to invest in. I think it'll pay off, the little bit of bartering we did for the early game. Okay, so this is exactly a situation that was in Fallout 2. There's a water pump that's broken. You can fix it. It doesn't really do anything in the game except like make the people in the game happy. Okay, I guess I'll talk about it more. In Fallout 2, it made you feel like you were part of the village, that you're part of the universe. That it was like, you fix this thing, and your only thank you was knowing that the people that were there could have water now. And there wasn't really anything else about that. It's kind of the same thing here. You know, they present you with the broken water pump, and it's a starting village. It's a really, really, like, crappy village. And, like, very low levels of reinforcement. Not crappy, but, like, it's just, like, easily, it's not defendable, as we know. It's being attacked by bandits. And here you go, we have this water pump we can fix, just like Fallout 2, and we will fix it. And we'll continue to try to fix it until our tinkering skill lets us pass the check. And we start at the end of it, get some XP for it. And now, the one thing we get, well actually, they will reward us for this in this game. It's not supposed to feel as dark and gritty as Fallout 2, where you literally get nothing but a pat on the back. But here, we get to fill up our water canteens here to help us clear toxic. So that is one of the benefits of fixing the water generator. We'll also get a quest in a moment that will be to fix it. And we will immediately turn it in, but you don't get anything really amazing from that quest. It's just kind of, please do this thing, and you're like, okay, sure, I'll do it, and that's it. Next thing we did with our other empty bottle, another thing you'll learn about this game, cows. Cows are great. Whenever you see a cow, you take an empty bottle and you milk the shit out of that cow. Milk is insane in this game. Just getting rid of radiation is tough, in general, it like, you know, in life. But in this game, it's especially hard because you have very few methods to do it. You've got anti-radiation medicine, which is insanely expensive at the start of the game. You've got what else you've got? You've got some other maybe herbal medicines. You got vodka. Vodka is always have been in these types of games, these kind of post-apocalyptic Russian games. Always will be. Great way of getting rid of radiation. Those type of games. Still a little bit expensive. Milk. The answer is milk. And it also reduces your hunger. It's great. Whenever you see a cow in this game, you milk them. Milk is just so good. Great early game tool for mitigating taking on radiation. So here's a test. We're going to go ahead and save here. Oh shit, I made the character exactly the same name. Level 1 character. Yeah, resave on that one. My skills are a bit low. My skills showed up lower on the save. It's strange. Okay, so we're gonna test stealing. So a big part of this game I haven't tested is the ability to like mitigate having to do fights or encounters or even whole areas using pickpocketing and using stealth. I haven't even touched the stealth mechanic very much in the game, but right away it's pretty accessible, right? I can just go in this room, this person's sleeping, so I can just take everything they own that's not bolted to the ground. If they were awake, they would stop me or say something about it, but because they're napping, don't matter. There is a lockpick skill for opening safes and containers, and there's a pickpocketing skill for pickpocketing NPCs, which I'm sure is a great way to save money in the game. Once I figure out more about the game, I would consider running a pickpocketing build in coordination with this build, maybe. So you can sell the things you pickpocket for a profit. Who knows? I'm not sure how gamey I'd want to make it yet. You know, it'd be cool to play a thief who kind of pickpockets people and fences the things for money, but it just might not be the most efficient way of making money in this game. So we'll see how that turns out as we play more. Either way, it makes me excited to investigate all these new systems. Speechcraft being the one we're experimenting with mostly here, but we're also going to be learning about combat in general, and companions and mapping. Pretty much it's a mapping project, this run. As all of them have been so far. We're mapping kind of the best things to do. So here we go, and this is kind of what we learned in our process of mapping in our past runs. We have milk, and we know how to get milk. You know, we have water, removing toxic. We have the shovel, which is always here as well. Shovel can be used to unbury graves, which is more loot. It's also not a bad melee weapon. I can't wield it because I don't have the melee weapon trait, but our ally Fidel, who we'll be getting very shortly, can use it and has a 25% chance to stun on hit, which is not bad. Yeah, things like that. The corn, which we'll need to keep ourselves not dead, though it's not hard to get food. These are all just things that are like right here that, like, playing a little bit, you realize that they are here. We are encumbered. Yikes. We need to go buy a babushka, a scarf, to craft a bag or find one from a garbage can, preferably. We haven't... Oh, we got empty bottles. Empty bottle rolls. Yeah, we need to go find a scarf so we can make a bag. There's usually one in the trash cans. If not, I'll just go ask somebody for one. It does suck being encumbered. There's probably a place to get a guaranteed spawn for the scarf. It's probably this guy's weapon, this town's weapon seller. It just makes sense to have that craftable bag. So he's gonna have a whole conversation for us, but we're gonna just go straight to barter first. So I'm sure there's recipes involving salt. I don't really know how I feel about like kind of metagaming the recipes, going out of the game to look for them. Even though I could, I kind of like the fact that you can find them intuitively in the game. For example, well, I have to talk to this guy now, but I would be interested in combining the corn and the salt to see what happens. Or maybe corn, milk, and salt. Who knows? For now, though, we're just going to sell our junk. There's a lot of this stuff that is just junk, I'm pretty sure. We don't need 4 bricks. Let's sell 2 of these bricks. And we don't need that many empty bottles. I'll keep the salt and the soap and the corn and the... Oh, I'll sell the soap. Luckily, this man has enough rubles to make this trade happen. Ooh, a flat cap to give extra speechcraft. Except I'm broke. So maybe I'll come buy that later. No. That seems too good to pass up. Though if we find the babushka scarf in a shop, now we can't buy it. The hat will be here. The hat will be here. And the rubles will... We can just walk away with the rubles. Okay, very good start so far. So we'll talk this barkeeper. He's not too important in a long scheme of things, but he's nice to us. Welcome to the tavern. You travelers sure keep on coming. Well, you're here right now, and not long ago, an armed band came through the village. Oh, I wonder who they were. People with guns usually mean trouble in these parts, but they were nice and civil, just like real army men. The Atom people. Not much more to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak to them about some issue, but they just left. So I don't think he was able to strike any kind of deal. They talked to our gate guard more than anyone else. His name is Jan. I met him. If you want to know more, I suggest you speak to him. Anyway, maybe you'd like a drink or something to eat? Yes, I would. So this is just the exact same thing we just looked at, except it's a conversation option. Excuse my coughing. It's kind of scratchy today. Are there any jobs you might need from me? I think asking the barkeeper for jobs seems classic. You should talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple fellow myself. I can sell you a beer or I can sell you spirits. That I do gladly. Need something done around the house? Light bulb screwed in or a chair fixed, for example? Just give me a call. But save the more serious stuff for Katya's ears. She's the proactive one. Okay. I'll let you know. I do know there's some housing in this game, so maybe we can get him to move in with us later on. It's just that she's pretty busy right now, tallying expenses, planning the budget, and when Katya's busy, it's pretty hard to get her attention. Oh, but I just thought of something. You know what she loves? Making all sorts of potions, tinctures, and spirits. Can't really understand why, but she's quite into all that chemistry stuff. Tell her I sent you to try out her latest tincture. That way you'll get a free drink and also get to chat with her. Sly, huh? Pretty clever, methinks. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I'll go over and talk to her. Can I ask you a few more things first, though? Sure, pleasure. Ask away. How's life out here? The people are reasonably civil. As for the living itself, we don't suffer from hangover or an excess of excitement. To some, it sounds boring, but I really like it. I actually only changed one thing about this place. When we inherited this dining hall, I started calling it a tavern instead. It's a great word, tavern. Kind of cozy, right? The old name was Laborer Dining Hall, Food for Workers. Those words are from the old world, and me and Katya, we never saw that much of it. Valid. Heard any good gossip? You must have, being a, bartender in this lively town. Last spring, I got a visit from a really bizarre guy. He was dressed in a grass skirt and a jacket made from raw animal hides, and his nose was pierced with a huge bone. Using gestures and growls, he explained to me that he came down from the faraway mountains, and that in those mountains there's a whole tribe of people just like him. They live like prehistoric ape men. Wow. Okay, I'll hear you out. They never trade, they eat what they hunt and grow, and last but not least, they keep away from civilized folk. Later, he said they chose him to go out into the world to find the little gardener gardening kit for the needs of tribal agriculture. I believe that's a reference to the villager that you play as in Fallout 2. I believe they're going out to look for the Gek, which is the Garden of Eden creation kit, which is kind of just Bethesda's, something's wrong, we have to fix it plot device. But yeah, this is, I think, is what he's talking about. I wonder if we can actually meet them. Don't really know why he needed the kit. It was a really cheap Soviet toy set with a broken shovel and a bent hoe. Maybe he was interested in the seeds that came with the toy, but they must all be rotten by now. Anyway, most people have some sort of mental breakdown from time to time. Who am I to question it? Yan simply pointed the tribal in a random direction and he left. Good luck to him on his quest, I guess. Good luck. Well, that's pretty interesting. How about a different story? Oh, there's rumor going around that somewhere in the waste there's a vault of some sort, and people still live inside it. Live pretty well too. It's said they send expeditions into the waste sometimes to look for people or tech to develop some sciencey doodads that will improve everyone's lives. But their whole operation is very secretive because if people knew where to find them, they might try to attack or rob the base. Ah, okay. You heard that, huh? Where'd you hear that? You are in the wrong game. Old-timers say that before the war, some secret experiments were done in this area. Very secret, taking place in hidden labs staffed by scientists. God only knows what they studied in there. If those labs were so secret, how come there are rumors about them? Well, that's a question I'd like to see answered. Amen. Well, I better go. Oh, a business proposal? Sure. What I need you to do is bring me this book I ordered, but it's all the way over in Krasnoznameni. Abraham, the bookseller, has it at his store. I can't go get it myself because of my responsibilities at the bar, but I can see that you travel a lot, so if you ever find yourself in Krasnoznameni, maybe you could pick it up for me. But if you do, I'll be sure to compensate you for your trouble. It's a deal. It's a deal. If I ever get there, I'll visit Abraham. Oh, what's it about, actually? There was this writer named Tolkien who lived in England, which was a country way back before the war. And, well, he kind of wrote fairy tales for adults. You know, I should probably call it science fiction, or maybe not. I'm no good with genres. Doesn't matter. The book is about another world. Anywho, I've always loved reading, especially if it's about something extraordinary, something fantastic, where there's robots and the rings of Saturn, ancient Greek myths, and all that kind of stuff. And then I was told that this Abraham and Krasnoznameni can get me this Tolkien's book. And with a special translation, too. Anyway, I drove to the city and ordered it, but now that it's arrived, I can't find the time to go pick it up. Well, okay. I'll go visit Abraham for you and pick up your copy of Lord of the Rings. Here's the receipt for the book. Show it to Abraham and he'll give it to you. The bartender hands you a small, thick square of paper. On it, written in a formidable cursive, are the words, "The owner of this document, Radchenko V.A., or his legal proxy, may obtain a copy of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, translated to Russian by Bobir Z.A. After handling over this receipt, signed by Mirkin AD. Okay, bye. Well, we'll be going there eventually. I actually haven't been in the doors of Krasnesi many myself on my other playthrough yet, but we will definitely go there. Can I steal this? Oh, cannot steal that. So, we'll talk to her now and get the quest from her. Hello. Before you sits a young woman. She is in deep concentration, writing in a yellow notebook with the word accounting on the cover. She is completely immersed in this activity and does not notice you. Hello, your brother sent me over. He says you might have a tincture for me to try out. The girl stops her calculations and stares at you blankly. After a moment, she blinks, smiles, and tucks her tiny pencil stub behind her right ear. Great! I doubt you'd ever drink anything quite like it. It's a new recipe. Well, not really new. More like long forgotten. Sounds intriguing. Can't wait to try it out. The girl nods and shows you a dim and cold corner of the tavern. From behind the bar, she produces a clay bottle labeled XXX. Ooh. Here it is. Drink up. Boldly drink it down. That's my only option. You take a tiny sip. The drink has a strange, sour taste. You shrug and hand the bottle back to the girl. You don't feel intoxicated or even nauseous. You feel that you should take another sip. You take the bottle back and have another. What harm can a few more sips do? Now your head begins to spin. Nothing unusual about that, right? You have full sensation in your limbs like normal. But then you feel them floating around you as if all the air had suddenly turned to water. Your mouth is very dry, so you wet it with another sip of the tincture. Oh god. From some distant place, you hear the girl calling to you, "Don't do it!" But you already did. The world around you stops. You also stop, but your mind is racing with thoughts which arrive with exceptional clarity and speed. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why did I drink that stuff? Why? The sound of your own musings is to you like the roll of distant thunder. It's growing nearer every second. You suddenly comprehend that what you thought was thunder is actually footsteps. From out of a misty void, General Morozov appears before you. You looking for me? He asks, his voice like 100 voices in one. You cannot reply. You are frozen. Yeah, you're looking for me, says Morozov and takes your hand. Let's go. You walk through the dead gray mist together, Morozov in front, you following behind. The general is calm and assured. You have nothing better to do than simply follow him. Finally, the mist parts, and this strangely beautiful sight appears. There are mushrooms here. You have arrived at an unreal primordial mushroom forest. Their huge trunks are thicker than the biggest oaks you've ever seen. Their tops spread like giant umbrellas obscuring the sky. The general continues to lead you onward, weaving his way between the massive mushroom stems. You tour through the fantastic forest, stop suddenly at a truly colossal mushroom, the biggest one of all. This is God, says Morozov. Thanks for stopping by, Annie. Nice to see you. But you can't see the general anymore, because he is speaking from within you. He is talking from your head, using your mouth. You are General Morozov. Suddenly the ground beneath your feet begins to shake. You almost lose your balance. It seems like an earthquake, but when the shaking stops, you look up and scream. For the colossal mushroom now has a human face. Bow, orders the mushroom god, and you fall senseless. Damn. Your mind turns off for how many hours you do not know. When you finally wake up, you do not feel any of the usual symptoms of heavy drinking from the day before. Oh shit. Alive. Vasya, she's alive. The girl is holding you up so you don't collapse immediately. Your stability is returning as the tincture leaves your system. The bartender, swearing to himself, wipes the sweat from his brow. How are you feeling? That was terrible. What sort of moonshine was that? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. That was my latest tincture, but I think I overmixed it. Oh, what a fool I am. It's okay. Girl exhales and gives you a smile. We watched over your things while you were out. Feel free to check. You check your belongings to discover that you have not been robbed. Yay. I still don't understand why it turned out so strong. I used my grandfather's recipe as recorded by my grandma. She says, speaking mostly to herself. Anyway, we need to have a talk. Gotta be sure your brain completely recovered. Okay, sure. Well, I'm looking for work. Can you point me towards any opportunities? Everyone's looking for work around here, so I'm afraid I myself can't help. Great. But I could put in a word for you with Comrade Kovalev, our village head. He always has some work to be done. Though he won't do business with someone he's never seen before, and recommending a stranger is kind of unprofessional. Maybe if you'd help me with some chores first, I'd feel better about giving you an introduction. Okay. Sorry, I took a big gulp of water there. What do you need help with? I'm ashamed to ask, but I need some toadstools. I don't have time to go picking on my own. Maybe you could help me out? Just 5 toadstools would do. They grow on the other side of the fence, not far from here. What do you think? Look. I'm trustworthy. Maybe I can pass this speechcraft check. Speechcraft check. And I cannot. My family is quite respected in these parts, and I won't gamble a reputation on someone I don't really know. If you change your mind about the mushrooms, come find me, but without proving yourself, I cannot give you a recommendation. Wow, we failed the roll. Okay, fine, I'll get the mushrooms. Thanks, I'll be waiting. You see a muscular man near the bar. He eats mincemeat out of a can and washes it down with vodka. His face looks familiar to you. Yes, of course. It's another Adam cadet you knew before being sent out on a rescue mission after the Lost expedition. You never were friends, but you still recognize him. His name is Alexander. I pretend I don't recognize him. You pretend that you did notice Alexander and try to leave the place, but the big guy suddenly turns to you, squints a little, and finally waves at you. Oh, hello to you, Selena. Fuck. What, you didn't notice me? I must be a master of camouflage. Shrug. Alexander sniffs, looks at the barkeep and the girl at one of the tables. He then whispers to you. It's good that you keep it to yourself. People around here are savage. Better not let them know who we are. Lovely lowlives like these will cut you up in a blink of an eye. You're looking for Morozov and the others? I'm doing the same thing. You were sent before me, though. I just stumbled upon this village not long ago. Okay, so another Adam agent. We've met him before in a previous stream. We kind of know he's what I picture the stereotype of a jock is in this game's lore. Like, I don't want to say like Russian culture, because I know the game is actually based around a couple different cultural spheres. But this is definitely not the stereotypical jock in my culture. Saying these things, I guess it's interesting to me. I like this character, and I like how I hate him so much. Yeah. So, is the life in the waste treating you okay? What are you, my mother? Don't answer. I can see you're not her. Life is okay. Well, it's not like they say in my native Georgia. A sweet peach, but it's still okay. You suddenly remember that neither Alexander nor his family are from Georgia, but you politely decide to keep your mouth shut about it. I'm just so concerned about that lost. I'm pretty sure that Georgia thing was like something they had to change for translation. Like that's like one of those jokes that only make sense in like language or colloquially or if you understand pop culture references. Because like no way the developers were writing about Georgia Sweet Peach. Like there is a whole different. It probably was different than that, and seems out of place. I think they would have been talking about different things than the peaches, probably translated it differently so that we could understand it better as English translation players. Either way, I'm interested to know what it was before it became talking about a sweet peach. Yeah, interesting. I love to say. I'll keep going on Alexander. I'm just so concerned about the lost expedition. It's so important to me to find it, So important, both for my body and for my soul. I'm actually investigating a lead right now, in this bar. I'd share some clues with you, but what's the point? Better look for your own clues. We might find them faster that way. Okay, well, sure. Let's talk about something else then. What do you think about this place? It's okay, I guess. A lot of holes in the walls and the roof, but that's not important. You know me, sweet cheeks. I am a man of nature. I am one with the forest. I don't need nothing, just some food and some wind protection. But that lady over there... Alexander nods in the direction of the girl who writes something in a notebook, which has the word accounting on the cover. She does not notice you looking. That girl Katya could have been more into me. That girl Katya couldn't have been more into me, I'm the only person here that's not a fucking mutant. A former Marine, great for breeding with, and yet she doesn't look at me? Some gratitude for what I did for this country in Afghanistan. You suddenly remember that Alexander never served in the Marine Corps. Never fought in Afghanistan, and actually got his blue beret from a passing trader a few years ago. But you probably decided to keep your mouth shut about it. Okay, now I have to really see. Blue beret. I gotta look this up real quick. Blue beret. It's a blue-colored beret used by various, usually special military and other organizations, notably the United Nations peacekeepers. That I kind of knew. Doing a little bit more research here. Okay. This actually does check out. Surprisingly enough, but I don't think that he was supposed to be in the Marine Corps. Probably was supposed to be in something else, and that was some translation thing. I really can't say. Unless, our characters are from America in the translated version, or maybe they're from America in not. I don't know, actually. I know that Adam is an organization that's based in the Wastes, so I don't know, actually, about that. Maybe it's getting funding from outside the Wastes, from a different political power, post-apocalypse. Okay, either way, we're back to this guy and him in his blue beret. But you politely decided to keep your mouth shut about it. I see. Can I ask you something else? Or anything interesting? I started tending to my muscles as if they doing some bodybuilding, I doubt a shrimp like you would find that interesting, though. Yeah, why do you need this? You, my friend, only think of the material aspect of life. You and I don't know each other well, but I'm almost sure that for you, this is just another means to an end. Knocking out doors, scaring people, lifting heavy things that are required for your mission. But to me, strength is beauty. The hidden beauty that makes girls around you blush and drop their pants down. Yeah, boy. Alexander shows off his muscles to you. This is the third time I've read that, and it's still funny. They are quite large. His hands look like industrial chimneys. Okay, you be careful over there. Oh, I should see if he has anything I can buy. Nope. So that's Alexander. He is actually a companion you can get in the game. I'm never going to be getting him. Yeah, that's him. This is the shopkeeper. I don't know their name. I'm not really going to talk to him. All I want is their babushka scarf. Which I unfortunately... Oh, I have the rubles for it. Lovely. I'm not going to get the speechcraft. Okay, so other ways to get reliable guns, right? Here you go. You got these custom revolver, custom sawed-off shotgun. These are always in the store, every run. Getting the rubles to get them don't really matter. However, I rather get free guns. I like free guns. And they're homemade weapons, which are kind of just not as good. They have a chance to jam all the time. And the rusted macro I'm getting is not going to be much better. Let me tell you, it might even be worse in the long run, but we're gonna check it. If it is worse, we'll come right back here and pick up a custom revolver. So, teach you how to craft buckshot ammo for a zip gun. Yeah, so I think all we really want is the scarf. We'll sell all the salts here. I'll keep this bottle from our milk. And then we'll fill in the rest with rubles. Okay, so that's done. Now using the... Oh, we don't have wires. We don't have wires and we don't have the right type of bottle to make the bag. Ooh, how'd that pop up? Oh, I guess you don't see it. That's fine. It was an NVIDIA performance overlay that popped up. Alright, so we need to go find some wires. We can drink the milk to get rid of some hunger. Just get more milk. Wires and bottles. Okay. Let's see if the trash cans respawn for us yet. And also, let's get more milk. Because we don't have the proper bottle. Cow looks at you with sadness in her eyes. Why? Doctor is mean. Not gonna talk to him. We already looted this place. Okay, both these people are gonna have that stuff for us to do. So let's talk to him. Before you stands a 50-year-old man. His rigid posture, his prideful expression now contrasts slightly with his shifty eyes. Seems like he'd been a small-time government official before the war. Comrade woman, by any chance are you here to fix our water tower? I've already fixed it by chance. Can't you hear the motor running? Oh, is that so, comrade? No, I don't believe it. Is there really a person in this cruel, war-wounded world that has the professionalism and strength to lend a helping hand to this suffering community? Okay, yeah, but it was easy. You could pay me, though. Hey, lady, we almost believe that you were an honest woman. I mean a kind of woman that won't demand anything for helping out the community. You had me wrong. Well, that can't be helped. What are you asking as compensation? All I can offer you is a sum of money. It's not a lot, but it's not a little either. Take it or leave it. There's many fools in the world you can still con. Here, 50 rubles. See, about that, I have 60 speechcraft, so let's try to get 25 more rubles out of him. And we did. Perfect. Doesn't like us, but perfect. This man is going to be a friend in the future. Before you stands a stocky, powerful man aged around 30. He has a plump face, an upturned nose, and an impudent look in his eyes. He is wearing worksman slacks and a tight t-shirt with the word rowing printed on the front in faded, sunburnt letters. You see that he has rolling dice in his palm. Want to play some dice? I'd love to, girlfriend, but our head, Kovalev, made all gambling illegal in the village. He's the master, so his word is the law. That means I only play outside the village. Lovely. I see. Can I ask a few more questions? So, what this would tell you is that this man has dice. This actually means a lot for the connectedness of this early game part. If you are a gambler, if you're using gambling, this moment right here is pivotal. Well, would be pivotal if you didn't already like play the early part a whole bunch and fail and die a whole bunch already, like I did. These dice, if you get him from, you get the gambling dice from this character, and you can, I'm pretty sure you can do his help him with his problem, or you can pickpocket them from him, and then be set. I've never really tried pickpocketing, but I assume that's how it works, and that's why the attention thing pops up. It says, "Hey, I've got some dice." He gives them to you later. You can also buy them. See, for barter. But it's pretty important to get these dice in some way, shape, or form if you're a gambler. So here he is, and we're totally just gonna buy it off him. I'm not even gonna play around with like potentially not getting them. I only play outside the village. Okay. Can I ask a few more questions? Heard any rumors? I don't even know. Well, one dude told me that some enthusiasts made an actual movie somewhere south of here. Yep, the first movie in 20 years. It's probably trash, but still, it'd be interesting to watch. If the tickets don't cost $1,000 each, that is, which is probable if you think about it. Interesting. Can I ask more? What's the run a village? The commune lives just fine. Not great, but it could be worse. Though actually, I don't really care. I squat around here, sometimes drink in the tavern, and that's it. Sometimes I also try to woo Katya, which is pretty natural, but the village itself doesn't bother me too much. The real fun is in Krasnostermeny. There's gambling, there are good drinks, and the women are not shy at all, if you get my drift. He gives you a racy smile and claps you on the shoulder. Half of the women in that city are probably raising my kids nowadays. How do you like that? Oh, I see. Well, I gotta go then. I'm not too big of a fan. Okay, so we need to find some wires and stuff. We also need to, good, nobody's in here. We also need to do our quests alongside the edges of this map. So we got a lot of shit to do. Talking to this old man is the next step. Hello, old man. Old man in the skull cap does what he always does. He opens and closes his toothless mouth, whistling some forgotten melody. Upon seeing you, he squints his eyes at you. Hello there, Shawnee. You want to speak about something? Just getting to know the locals. What? Oh, the locals. Well, here I am. A local through and through. Hehehehe. Did they send you out to help me out, Shunny? Not really. What do you want? Ashamed to ask, little lady. I have this little corn patch at the back of my house. I'd pick the corn myself, but I'm just too old now. My back is killing me. What harvest could I pick like that? The old man gives out a sad sigh. It must be very hard for him to ask someone for help. You're not gonna believe it, old man, but I already picked that corn. Ooh, a real worker you are. You really helped out an old man. He took my corn! The old guy feels his pockets. I mean, I guess he took his corn back. But that was my corn now. It's been 24 hours. Finders keepers. The old guy feels his pockets, looks his house over, and finally turns to you with despair in his eyes. It's just that I don't have any money to pay you. What a shame. I was a hunter back before, you know, and always had the money, but now what a shame. Shame on you, old man. Act like a true exploiter. Maybe you could look around some more, old man. Every little bit helps. The old man does not listen to you. Finally, a smile comes to his face, and he slaps his forehead. What a fool, old fool I am. I wish a hunter, wishn't I? Shut at my shelf and didn't get it. Wait here, little lady. The old man gets on his knees and starts searching through his rickety bed. Finally, he pulls out his old shotgun with a smile. He hands it to you. Here, I don't really need it anymore. Just to scare away the crows, I suppose. But you might find it useful, so here you go. Well, thanks a lot, old man. It's just what I needed. You take the gun out of the old man's hands and look over it with interest. It's an old hunting carbine. On its wooden stock is an engraving, a heart pierced by an arrow. Lovely. So this is where we get that gun if we so choose to use it in the early game. Which I don't think we have the stats. Yeah, we didn't put in rifles and shotguns. Here it is, old hunting rifle. It's pretty bad, all things considered, but it does decent damage for what it is. Okay, let's save real quick. Did a lot of conversations, and I'm going to quickly run to the restroom. I will be back in just a minute to stream. Hey everybody, I'm back. Let's crack back into the game. Thanks for hanging out, waiting. I had to stretch my legs for a moment, and I got a cookie and also use the restroom. I'm eating that cookie right now. It's pretty good. Okay, so we just got the old hunting rifle from that man. We already got the mushroom quest there. We got the dice. Let's go talk to Comrade Kovalev. Whoops. We can't talk to him yet, right? First we need to get the 5 toadstools for Katya. That reminds me, lastly, we should go buy ammo. Give me a discount. Oh, nice. 10% discount. Nice. No ammo. Oh, there's ammo, but I can't shoot that ammo. Unfortunate. What else do you have? A Vistrom, a second tier weighted glove. Okay, yeah, so not what I was really looking for. But we're gonna go out on our journey. Now that we have some stuff, and oh, it's locked. God damn it. Now that we have some stuff, we talked to some people, we got some quests. We're gonna go out on some journeys. So one way to clear this early part of this map, because there will be wildlife down here while you're exploring, is to do the classic bait them back to the base and have the NPCs just murderize them. That strategy takes a while, so we're gonna break it up and do something else. We're gonna make it faster by going to grab our companion. And along the way, we'll also be exploring a little bit, probably meeting some caravans. But mostly, we are interested in going down south to Krasnostemny, and we're going to go get Fidel. This is from our, not just from outer game knowledge here, the Adam quest we have says there's an agent called Fidel who works at a friendly neighborhood bar close to the city walls. The password is betrayal is the pinnacle of wisdom. A traitor means a true human being. In Krasnostemny. Oh, met some caravanners. Let's see what they've got. Hello, caravanners. See a tall man wearing shades, his unshaven face, the door with a wide smile. From the looks of him, his tough-looking companions, he is a trader. He stinks of cheap tobacco and beer. What do you have? You have a babusha scarf for even cheaper than I bought it for. It was after I bought the scarf before I got the 10% off, though, sadly. Nothing I really need here. I could buy your bottle with water and then just have the empty bottle for crafting. drink the water at some point. I don't really need it though. There's a fire here, which I'll use to see if my character needs to eat. 200 out of 150, 200 out of 1500 hunger, and I lost 1 health. I'll eat 1 corn. 0 hunger, full health. Perfect. We still had some more corn from earlier in the fields. I'll head inside this building. There's actually shit in here. There's like, no there's not. There's usually like never anything in these little side maps. Oh! Something just happened. Oh, I just went into a bunker of some sort. Okay. Here I was just saying there's nothing to explore. I did not know that was going to be there. I accidentally clicked on it. Okay. I really hope there's not enemies in here. Quick save. Oh shit, it's wet in here too. And irradiated. I don't like that. What was down here? I guess this is just a bunker. A bunker that's not worth exploring because there's nothing in it except radiation, poisoning. Okay, that's fine. That's how it be sometimes, I guess. It's cool that's there, but it'd be nice if it did something. Or there was something down there. Maybe at a later point there could be. Or maybe just something has chances to spawn. I don't see any toadstools around here. I would grab some on the way out. Okay, let's head back on the road. Thanks again for everybody for hanging out, lurking. Appreciate all of you. And yeah, thanks for going on this journey with me. RPG. So here is the bandit base. We'll be going there very, very soon. But first, we're going to go to the crashed helicopter. Along the way down to cross Naj to Many. Yeah, let's meet the caravanners. Let's see what they have. Ooh, they have a cow. Like a cow. I don't have any empty bottles. I do like a cow. Are you in charge here? Yes, you are. Wires! Look at that. I will take 2 of your wires. And your bottles with water are, oh, they're a fair price. Yes, give me your 9 mil. Oh, this is everything I could have wanted right here. Give me your scarf. Give me a bottle of water. 60 rubles, huh? Okay. In that case, we'll trade you one of our bricks. And a spoon, and some newspaper, and a knife, and some salt. Oh, you drive a hard bargain. If I know anything about COVID, the toilet paper is not something I'm gonna sell very easily. This hunting rifle would be an easy way to get money if I'm not going to use it. I think I'll give it to... I'll give it to Fidel, though. Apologize for the cough. Something's tickling the old throat. Okay, so let's go ahead and balance it out. Hold on, before we trade, is there an option to barter with him? I mean, barter isn't lower the price, no. But the prices should be lower because my barter's stacked, which is the intention of running the barter early like we did, to kind of be able to buy things like this. Normally, my RPG brain would be like, no, just go find them in the garbage can. But, and just like keep looking. We get to do this because we chose to. Cool, so we're getting 2 wires, protective face covering, bottle of water to chug, just to get an empty bottle, and 9 rounds. So now we'll chug this water, put on this mask, and we'll craft a bag. Perfect. Very good start so far. We'll probably end up getting the stealth beanie from the bandits. Dunya, who is the undercover woman in the bandit camp, will sell us a stealth beanie for +10 stealth, which could be very useful later on. I didn't note any better headgear other than maybe Fidel's hat, which gives you +10 survival. There's another hat which gives you +5 survival, which could have been okay. But I don't really need survival. I don't really need it. It's kind of not really useful for me. I've got 1 more brick to sell this guy before I go. Actually, I'll take his other bottle of water too, so I can make another bottle of milk. Trade him the brick in return. A few rubles. So we'll chug that water now, and milk his cow. Perfect. Stocking up on milk for getting rid of radiation. It can't expire, so no worries about having it. And then get a quick save, head out of this territory. Have we leveled up yet? No, not yet. We're getting there though, we must be close. So far, we've done more than we did the whole last time we streamed this. It shows for like how much I've kind of learned the game's mechanics. I feel a lot more comfortable exploring than not having to just like overanalyze everything now. This is an encounter. We're going to avoid that encounter until we get a gun. Or it could be an encounter. I don't know if like they cycle or... All I know is some fucked up shit happened there. Suddenly you hear rustling in a roadside brush. After a brief moment, some giant monster attacks you. You need to act quickly. Oh fuck. I've never gotten this encounter. Probably because I've never had this low survival. You didn't manage to distract the monster, and now the battle is inevitable. I have nothing but 2 bricks. Let's go. Oh, it's a fucking bear. Oh. Oh, a bear is between me and the exit. Oh. Oh no. No! Oh no, it sees me! Oh shit, I thought I could get by. Need more stealth. Oh, I'm so dead. 16 HP. I'm alive. Somehow I get to live. I did half my health in one swipe though, I'm pretty sure. More than half my health. We need to take a healing break. Oh, we should have regeneration because we're not hungry. Anyway, though, we're gonna eat and have some corn. There you go. And we're going to rest a little bit. Rest for an hour. You woke to a strange sound. I'm telling you, we're... Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Real people. I don't want to... Okay, here's the deal. Even if I went to attack with this man with my brick and swung at him, I have no chance to hit. An aimed shot does nothing. A throw. Oh, I could throw it. Oh. How much does the throw do? 5 AP? No, I'm just gonna run. I think I can outrun them. No guns. And I have a little bit of a head start. Also, the dexterity giving me extra AP is nice, and, you know, being able to be first in sequence. Or I guess I was last in sequence, actually, there. Wow, so that was not nearly as bad as I thought it could have been. This is a lot more treacherous of a start with encounters than I had in my other run. Don't think there's anything that is useful in there to get, but we'll take a peek. Ooh, there's a well over here. Can we interact with that? No. There's some wood piles over here and a shovel. I don't think we can interact with any of that either. No. What we came here for is right here. We're not hungry, but we are going to rest for a bit. Rest for an hour. Healed 0 health. I healed 0 health? No way. Did I really? I hope I didn't fuck myself with that whole low endurance thing. Woke to a strange sound. I'm not sticking around to figure out what it is. I'm standing right at the exit. Oh, it's ants. Did I recover any health? No, I didn't. Oh, the low endurance. It's rough. I can't recover any health when I rest. I awoke to a strange sound. Yikes! Can't catch a break, can I? Run. Oh, there's a spider between me and the exit. Oh no. Alright, we made it. I love how we're just running from fucking spiders and I can't heal my HP. Oh no. And I'm running out of food now too. Already things are going terrible. Somehow I just keep getting caught resting. It's probably because my survival is so low. But I never thought that would work out like that. Rest for an hour. I'll go to a strange sound again. Ants in the way. Yikes. There goes that 1 HP I'd managed to recover. So, I need to figure out how I actually heal this character. Because if I can't heal from my endurance, that's big poopy. That's a big feels bad. If endurance 4 is like the cutoff where I can't heal from resting very well. I guess I have to heal at doctors, use healing potions, use consumables. On the road again. Okay, there shouldn't be any enemies here. helicopter. Should be a rusty Makarov. Here it is. 4 to 9. This is my gun now. I have 2 shots of the 2 ammo I bought earlier. And an BKD knife, which we can't use very well. However, this ghillie suit. Big yes, and also rope, which is expensive. But like everybody knows in every RPG you want to have rope. Alright, now we're much more stealthy and we got a Makarov. I do love this helicopter crash site. Very good starting place. It gives you plus 50 stealth, this thing. 71 stealth now, so should be much better for sneaking around. And I can go get 10 more stealth right away from Dunya. So that could be just some equipment plus 60 stealth on any build in this game. Right away. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I want to rest until nighttime's over. However, I have no food. I have a gun now, though. Rest for like 6 hours. You woke to a strange sound. Wolves! Oh fuck, whole ass wolves. That was an aim shot doing 40% chance hit. That's an alpha wolf too. Run! Did we heal anything? Okay, yeah, our character just doesn't heal. Or doesn't get long enough to sleep before getting caught from having low as fuck survival. Okay, well that's a pitfall of this character. We're gonna have to deal with it, and I think we can, pretty reliably. We just have to be well prepared every time we go out now, because we can't really heal very efficiently in the early game. Herbal tea, +1 endurance. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. So herbal teas, that's how we get our endurance up. However, still, the survival problem still remains. Gain 10 experience for making that herbal tea, and also heal 10 health. That's great. That's all we needed. We only have the rest now, right? Oh, we might rest a little bit. Rest for an hour. You woke to a strange sound. Oh shit, real people. And those real people are between me and the exit. Go here. Don't hit me. Okay, good. I'm gonna get hit once here. 8 HP! Oh! All of that healing I did! No, stop it! Stop it! It's not allowed. No! My survival's too low. I can't rest. I think this is now proven to me. Alright, we're gonna have to work on that somehow. Getting our survival up. Because resting seems pretty critical to healing. But it seems critical, but not like, it's not actually. It's just critical in my brain. Trying to chalk my way out. Bad luck today. It's bad luck today. Oh shit, that man's got a whole ass gun. No. No. I've got 2 gun bolts, gunshots. I'm outie. We're not fighting a single soul until we get Fidel. Shit! What was I doing? I'm so dumb. I was doing all this resting, but getting Fidel, he has a hell of a survival compared to mine. He would keep us safe at nighttime. It would be easy to heal with him in my party. Problem solved. Look at that already. With Fidel being in our party. Caravanners. Oh, these guys have a truck. Where are you going? Our journey has taken us to Paragon. I'm not going there. Whoa. This man's got the good hunting rifle and a gaunt pistol. Hunting rifle, explosive with a makeshift timer, tea, which I think gives you +1 strength when you cook it. All this stuff is so expensive. Diesel for fueling up cars. Getting another empty canteen doesn't seem like the worst thing, but ciggies. Shoot, we forgot to talk to the fisherman in Ultradonye so we could unlock skinning. That's kind of why we also haven't been killing anything. We don't know how to skin them yet. With this in mind, we're just going to buy some very cheap stuff to keep us alive on the road. And heck, we probably won't even trade it in rubles. We have a metal. We have this covering we can give to Fidel. An extra brick now. Some salts. 1 ruble. And we're gonna move on. It's a pretty good start so far. So yeah, we're gonna need to go back to Ultradonye. We're gonna need to go back there anyway to get the toadstools for Katya. But we also have to remember to do the fisherman. I should start writing this down. So, post-it notes. We got Katya's toadstools to do just for XP, and also to be able to buy her cologne that she sells. And also we have Dunya for the self hat at the factory. And we have the fisherman in Ultradonye. These will help us, I think. See if we can talk our way out. Nope. Not being able to talk our way out is losing us XP. Oh, he's not between us. Oh, he is between us and the exit. Oh, it's up that way. Okay. Stop it. I see you edging closer to shoot me. I want to bring up my character screen to see if my +1 endurance is still going, but I don't know if that will use action points. Bring up the inventory, use action points, so let's see. So far, we are hunger high. No, let's we're almost to the town, but we should eat. The herbal mix we probably don't need because we can heal from a doctor back in town. It looks like eating the food also gives us a tiny bit of health back as well. It's good to know. Probably get more if you have better skills. So Cross Not So Many basically has the Fallout New Vegas, the strip functionality. It's a big city. It's got everything you ever want in it, inside of it, and they're not going to let you in for free. It is an interesting little free side, though. I do like this free side. Jaina plus Randall. Or Irina plus Randall. Aww. Hey, you're a person. Before you stands a bony middle-aged woman. She looks around with suspicion and constantly wipes her weathered, sunburnt linen dress and asks you some questions. How's life around here? We live, we work. Yup. We work all the time, and when we don't, we stand in lines or help our relatives with money or hold places in lines for others. There's a huge deficit, don't you know? Anyway, we live like all the rest. If we didn't, those demons would swallow us whole. I see. I'm just a simple woman. I keep the house. Nobody else would. Everything is on my shoulders, don't you know? If I can get bread, if I can get some meat, even dog meat, we could live another day. And it's okay. As long as I hurry, everything will be just fine. What's new in town? Oh, all sorts of stuff. You can buy some sour milk at a bargain price from one of my pals. They also say one official from the Chamber of Commerce started drinking, so now you can bribe him with good alcohol. Another thing is someone recently found a partially built house near our city. I already asked my husband to go there and search for anything valuable. Every bit helps, don't you know? She likes to say, don't you know? Heard any good news lately? I found a great way to dispose of lice. You need to bury all your clothes, leaving only one tiny part out of the ground. After a day, all those hateful insects will gather on this tiny thread. What a rumor, right? I can't wait to see if it's true. That's helpful. Can I ask something else? I guess that's it. Do you have anything I can buy off you? No. Just kind of this, normal NPC. Nothing special. This person, I believe, sells drugs or something. Oh, no, he don't. That's in the abandoned town. There's a guy with no shirt who sells drugs. Oh, yes, this guy! Yeah, I like this guy. A shy, small young man walks around the street. When he sees you, he turns to you and extends his hand. You grab it without thinking too much and almost cry out. The palm of the man's hand is cold, sweaty, and clammy. Adam Blinovich, head of the Victim Society of the Victims of Doc Veselov, the infamous medium and pseudo-scientist. You're a victim as well. Nah, you're not. You don't even look like a victim, so why are you here? Who's Doc Veselov and who are his victims? The man suddenly covers his face with his hand and sneezes. When he puts his hands back into his pockets, you notice that they are now covered in green boogers and smelly slime. With a voice that would make anyone fall asleep, he drones on. Who is Doc Veselov? Everyone knows Doc Veselov where I am from. He is a right bastard. He created this pseudo-scientific theory, and we are its victims. There is so many. I get one new member each month. Continue listening in silence. Some of us he made strong yet stupid. Some were smart yet sickly. His theory that he created way back before the war was this. Every person is formed from several so-called characteristics he called stats, like strength, dexterity, luck, or endurance. Each stat is equal to a certain number from 1 to 11. He then developed a set of exercises, meditations, and spiritual practices that can make your stats grow or change. Tons of people started practicing his teachings. Everyone wants to be strong and fast nowadays, right? But what he didn't warn us about is that as you grow one stat, you lower the others. This is why I can now do this. The man takes several small objects like soap, dry bread, some keys, and bottle caps out of his pockets and starts juggling with them with amazing dexterity. Even though what he does is beyond most humans, you feel bored as you watch him. See how agile I am? But agility cost me my charisma. Now my wife has left me, saying she's afraid to die of boredom. My friends tell me I make them feel depressed and ignore me. Also, I look creepy and sound like a robot. Oh god. Hey, I know. I'll go get that doc and make him fix you. What? Why would you think we need any help? Doc Veselov is actually long dead. Some of the folks he made strong by turning them mentally ill tore him to pieces way back when. The bastard got what he deserves. I had to put boiling water inside my anus for a month because of him. Some folks have it even worse. For example, one guy became so lucky he now finds canned goods everywhere he goes. Yet his endurance is low and his stomach is so weak he just vomits everything back. AKA my character. And when he does it, he gets blood in his farts. No help is needed. I'm simply keeping a list of victims. I take what they can spare and share it with those who have it worse. What did I could option number 3. What did I just hear? Sounds like self-hypnosis. Stats? Come on. Life isn't some kind of game where people play roles. A role-playing game, so to speak. Oh, game. No, I'm gonna use my personality here to convince this guy that he's not in a video game. Look, buddy, what you told me isn't even possible. Plus, you're saying you don't have any charisma, yet you're a leader of a whole victim society. Quit making yourself think you're worthless. The man mulls it over and gives you a careful smile you've never seen before. Whoa, I never thought about it like that. Hey, what if it really is all just in my head? I'll try to tell myself that more often. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day I will become charismatic again and try to stay that way until the end of my life. Good luck with that, buddy. Now let's change the subject. Okay, any good rumors? I heard that Clavdia has a lover who is a member of the Chamber of Commerce. This is why she doesn't pay rent. What a story. Oh, wowee. Damn, dude. Even juicy rumors turn to boring shit when they fly from your mouth. Oh, just shit on this guy. I got nothing to say to you now. Bye. Well, we got a level up there. So let's save our game and increase our stats. So far everything's going okay in the stat department. We're gonna get Fidel, so we don't really need to worry about survival. I think we should continue speccing into Speechcraft, considering that we are actually having trouble doing some of these encounter rolls. So we got 15 points because of our intelligence. Just take Speechcraft to 75. That should be more than enough. One whole level dedicated to Speechcraft there. And then we also have our abilities we're starting to unlock. Definitely going to be unlocking down the carry weight. This character can carry even less than my last character, and I definitely had to do carry weight. So we're going to get more carry weight, and we're also going to get Fidel to carry more stuff for us too. So let's save over that, and let's talk to a few more people while we're out here. This is Fidel, so let's talk to him and get him in our party. Okay. Saludo, welcome to my bar. My name is Fidel. How can I help you, amiga? Say the password. You clear your throat and, leaning close to Fidel, whispered, "Treason is the highest form of sensibility. A traitor means a real man." The barman ever so slightly flinches, but otherwise does nothing to give himself away. Nonchalantly picking up a glass from the counter, he examines it for stains and answers, "But it's better to die a traitor than live a slave." He gestures to a short lad running to and fro in the main hall of the bar. Before we do this, is there anything unique we can buy from him? Doesn't look like it. Kostya, you're in charge. My friend and I need to talk. And you, follow me. Lead the way, Fidel. Oh, I don't want to talk to Kostya. See ya. I'm gonna go talk to your boss. Fidel cautiously peeps behind the drapes and casts an apprehensive look around the bar. Having made sure no one is doing anything suspicious, he turns to you with his hand outstretched. The coast is clear, amiga. No eavesdroppers. He gives you your hand a firm shake. As I told you before, call me Fidel. With whom do I have the honor of speaking? Good day, Fidel. My name is... Selena. The man looks you in the eye and slowly nods. Yes, you're telling the truth, Selena. I understand you're here about the lost expedition of General Morozov. I'm afraid I have to disappoint you, as I myself know nothing about it. Of course. Although perhaps you've already managed to find something out. Tell him everything you know, I guess. He listens attentively. Yes, the only thing clear is that nothing's clear. Yes, it's all very tricky. So it is. Alright, we need to examine this issue thoroughly and figure out what's going on, while also getting in character and running errands for the locals. The main thing is to avoid raising their suspicions. Wait, did you say we? Fidel gestures theatrically. I'm coming with you, amiga. Together we have a much better chance of finding things out. Besides, I'm sick of this work. I'm a man of action, a man of adventure. Here I'm tied down to petty spying and some watering hole. Who's to look after the premises? My student Kostya. He's a bit of a scaredy cat, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. He won't lose the bar. Alright, well, let's hit the road then. Perfecto. Just let me get my belongings. Okay, so all of a sudden, we have Fidel in our party. Also, we can go and take all his alcohol from his stash, which I'm pretty sure we'll end up using to bribe the person, or the guy who likes alcohol later on. Let's also go through his trash can. This bar is supposed to be like a Texas bar. El Pollo Loco. That's actually what it is. That's really funny. It's El Pollo Loco here. A man chooses, a slave obeys. So many references. Just tied up everywhere in this game. I didn't notice this one. Like, this place is El Pollo Loco, the bar we went to, but then there's a casual Bioshock quote here. Andrew Ryan, that's what it is. A man chooses. Okay, before he says that, before you beat his head in with the golf club. Spoilers. Game's like, what, 14 years old? I guess no spoilers at this point. Let's get Fidel equipped. So we want him to have most of our junk. We'll keep milk and stuff on us because I don't want him to chug those. I don't know if he will or not. We'll keep the rope. We'll keep all the alcohol. We can have tin can, newspaper, and the toilet paper. And then he can also be the one to use the old hunting rifle, though we don't have any ammo for it. Here we go. Now Fidel is geared up. He's already got a backpack, and he can hold... He can probably hold a lot more weight than I can. Any abilities to unlock? Ooh, yes. Fidel is also going down the carry weight tree first. $83 kilograms. Look at that. That's great. Now we can actually carry shit. And we have Fidel tricked out. So, there are a few things to do in this town. One thing we want to make sure to do is talk to this guy and this lady. And this lady preaching there. Oh, Oh, hello, sorry. I can't talk right now. I need to keep an eye on these cult members, lest they do something bad. Why do you think they might? Of course, you never know what to expect from such ignorant people who oppose the progress. Just listen to what their leader is saying. Only don't take it close to heart. These are all lies. Alright, maybe I will listen. The young woman standing in front of you is rather attractive, but there's also something repellent about her. Her troubled and restless gaze, her strange mannerisms, and the unnaturally serene smile frozen to her face. As she sees you, the woman gestures with 2 fingers of her right hand, a sign you've never seen before, and lowers her head. It was not your 2 feet, but Blessed Mother Cosmos, who brought you to the sainted martyr of the truth, Varna Banana, Devi Krishtu. In the name of the Sitting Wolf, I often teach lessons of utopian religious anarchy in this town. Yes, in spite of the hypocrites pushing me away. You must have heard my speech. Tell me, servant of God, did I manage to convince you that all earthly authority is false? I don't know. Somehow I haven't made up my mind yet. All you managed to say is somehow I haven't before your interlocutrix. I have never seen that combination of English stuff. Interlocutrix. Person who takes part. Okay, I knew that. I knew what an interlocutor is. But, what is an interlocutrix? I assume it actually just means the same thing. Or that it's made up. Either way, I think it's supposed to be like, because I can't, redirected from interlocutrix, yeah, so I think it's supposed to be sort of the same thing, but she's kind of like, it's implied that she's controlling the conversation. So that's why she's an interlocutrix. So she interrupts us before we have finished the sentence for you. Made up your mind. You haven't made up your mind? Is that what you were going to say, child? Your mind said it faster than your lips, but the great magician Varna knows many hidden things. Is my telepathic ability not enough to sway you to trust my worldview completely? Hosanna! It looks like I made a fatal mistake. Ah yes, Hosanna and Excelsis Theo. Let us all ask for forgiveness. It was as clear as day how my sentence would end. A hedgehog could have guessed it. You shouldn't have laughed, my friend. Hedgehogs are natural-born yogi. Have you seen the balls they roll into? And now that I've shifted your attention from the essence of the complaint, the unusual woman turns to the public. Dear friends, Varna Banana, miracle worker and fortune teller, is leaving you to enlightened Otradorne village. Thank you for your faith in me. With a commanding gesture, she summons her associates and they all leave together. Yeah, what strange people. You're still staring after these five when a surprisingly well-dressed man with a clean haircut approaches you. He stands next to you and places his hands akimbo on his hips. Did you see that? That's the sort of people who are roaming the wasteland these days. Yeah. Oh, the times. Oh, the morals. Right, and you are... Oh, how impolite to me. I wanted to offer you a job, an opportunity to make some money, but I completely forgot to introduce myself. The man turns and gives you a big smile. My name is Igor, and I represent a scientific charity called Mycelium, or, as our enemies nicknamed us, the Mushroom Cult. We, however, are anything but a cult. Nice to meet you, Igor. No. You mentioned the opportunity to make some money. What is it you need me to do? The man comes closer to you. Unlike most wasteland dwellers, he doesn't stink of body odor, alcohol, or any other even more unpleasant substances. He only smells of clean clothes and a bit of road dust. thing is, I've been following the activities of this so-called Devi Christu for a long time, and the conclusions I've drawn are rather grim. We are dealing with a leader of potentially very dangerous cult. What do I have to do with it? You look like someone who knows how to behave in the wasteland, so I would like to I do? I'm wearing a ghillie suit and have a rusted Makarov. I look like somebody that you can trust. I mean, I guess, like, compared to, like, that guy who was wearing only pants in the wasteland, I do look like somebody that you can trust. Not even full pants. Like, cut-off pants. Yikes. Sheesh! You look like someone who knows how to behave in the wasteland, so I would like to offer you to follow these cult members for a while to find out whether they are really dangerous. Well, it sounds simple enough. How exactly should I be following them? As far as I know, Devi Christu and her disciples are on a small tour on the wasteland. She's determined to find some new poor souls who would believe her dubious sermons. Right now, they're on their way to a small village of Ocherdonye. Intercept her there and learn about their future plans. Alright, I'll try to do that. Great, once you've gathered enough information, come back to me. Anyway, if you have any questions about our organization, don't hesitate either. Just approach me. I'm always standing here in the suburb of Krasnodar the Many. We'll see. Maybe I will approach you. Yeah, let's actually go talk to him. A man of the mushroom cult, Igor, is waving to you. He's dressed in a clean shirt and a knitted waistcoat. Blah, blah, blah. Can you please tell me about your scientific society? What would you like to know? 4 principles on which our ideology is based, or perhaps the history of our society. Tell me about the 4 principles. With pleasure. There are the Unity Principle, the Modesty Principle, the Love Principle, and the Life Principle. Which one are you interested in? Unity Principle. All of us people, regardless of our differences, must feel like we are a part of a single organism, the humankind. Just like different body parts don't fight between themselves, the same way we must discard our lowly disagreements that have almost destroyed us and move as one towards the development. Tell me about the Modesty Principle. When you find yourself on top, don't be proud or ashamed. On the contrary, help the people around you to reach your level. Help the weak become stronger and don't exploit their weakness. Only moving as one like that can we achieve the development. The Love Principle. Help the people around you not out of vanity or pride. Help others as you would help yourself. Love the humankind, and through that, love yourself. Only moving as one like that can we achieve the development. The Life Principle. Let your death not frighten you, as death of one is not a threat to the whole. Instead, be afraid of the deaths of our people, as that's what kills the whole. Their cult doesn't sound too bad. Tell me about the history of your organization. The Mycelium Society was created by a group of scientists from faraway lands, back at the dawn of the new time. They founded the Unity House, one of the abandoned buildings of Krasnodar, after which they left us. Sometimes they visit us, but I think they are guided by some great plan, the detail of which I haven't been told yet. Nevertheless, I believe that one day we will understand it. I'm looking forward to that moment with all of my heart. What does your organization do here in brief? Guided by the Modesty Principle, we are doing a lot of charity work. We aid the helpless, feed the hungry, give the disadvantaged a roof over their heads, and of course, we enlighten people about the greatness of the path to development. Tell me about this development path. The development path is the path of the whole humankind as a unified immortal organism. Immortal not because nothing can kill it, because it isn't killing itself. Wow, that's wise. The development path is the everlasting strive for the eternity, and that has always guided the humankind. It is the power that makes us reach for the stars, and further on into the unknown. The development path is an insane dream, but I saw the furious get humble and the cruel cry. I know that this dream is not that insane after all. I have faith. You've mentioned some Unity House. Ah, that's what we call our headquarters. We don't call it that often, as it sounds a bit long. The Unity House is situated in an old scientific research institute in the center of Krasnodar the Many, across the Chamber of Commerce. That's too much information for today. I better go. That was a lot of info, but I actually knew nothing about the mushroom cult. And they are interesting. Seem very different than Debbie Christou, who seems to be scamming people. Speaking of scams, let's go check out these scams here. Before you stands a man of middle height and uncertain age, wearing old sports uniform. His face is covered with a red rag. First off, you believe him to be a typical bandit, like those people you are likely to meet outside of large towns and cities. But instead of him being a bandit, his gaze is indignant and perplexed, which makes you think otherwise. At this moment, he starts talking to you. Why does everyone look at me funny? I'm just trying to stay anonymous. Also, there's dust here, and it stings my face like hell. Well, you know why then, dude. You know it's because of the mask. Shrug your shoulders. The man lifts up his face rag to spit on the ground. If you want to see real bandits, go over there. Damn thieves. Mr. Sweet Talk and his crypto buddy. The strange man nods in the direction of an eccentric couple that also spends time on the market square. A man wearing slippers and a bathrobe, as well as a man wearing a karate gi. I see. What do they do to you? Who are they? The man looks at the couple with hatred in his eyes. These guys are called Pavorius and Pilyulkin. If you try talking to them, it may seem they are drunk or high, but they're actually scammers. You want to know more? Talk to my friend over here. I suppose I'll go talk to your pal then. Before you is a man in a custom-made mask. He looks around and speaks to his friend from time to time, but you notice that his attention is kept on a strange couple of men in the other part of the market. Oh, a new face in the market, huh? Listen up, lady. Beware of those two guys. No matter what they offer you, don't take it. Their currency is a lie. As he speaks, the man points towards a bathrobe-wearing person and a man wearing a kimono. Don't you listen to those two, ever. It won't be just you who will suffer. It will also be your wealth, and perhaps even your psyche. We fell for the trick, so now we're here, thinking what we should do to save our hides and our village. By the way, if you'd help us out, we'd reward you. I mean, depends on what you want me to do. We came here to buy some grain for the needs of our people from the deep woods. And it would all work out, too, if it wasn't for those meddling con men over there. Of course. Here we are pulling like a ton of grain on our backs, and they come to us. They say, comrades, what would you say if I told you there is no need to haul this grain all the way to your village? You can switch it for cryptocurrency and then trade it back for grain when you're closer to home. Then they just present us with garbage like buttons, pucks, bottle caps, and such, and tell us we could exchange our grain for this junk. And when we're closer to our village, we just need to find a cryptocurrency dealer who will take the garbage and give us back the grain. Buttons and caps are easier to carry around the woods, so we fell for it. We sealed the deal. Well, what was the catch? Let me guess, nobody uses this cryptocurrency? That's right, nobody. Nobody takes those buttons seriously. Everyone just laughs at us. We were even chased out of a store. But wait, there's more. When we came back to those two jokers, they already sold our grain for rubles. Oof! Sounds like you got grifted. There's really nothing we can do right now. Without starting a fight that would get us kicked out of town or jailed, but you're a fresh face. Maybe you could talk to them. Help us get our money or grain back. Ever thought of telling the guards? We did, but they looked at us suspiciously as it is. And what should we tell them? That we sold our goods for buttons and bottle caps? Nothing will come out of it. Okay. And what will you pay me with? What? You think we got nothing to reward you with? Why, Raiba will grant you his best rifle. Yeah, that's it, Raiba's rifle. Oiled up and almost new. Got a kick too. No beast will stand after getting blasted with that thing. And it will be all yours. Right, Raiba? You notice that the Raiba character looks kind of confused and nods only after his partner stares at him with begging eyes for a while. There you go. See? Raiba is fine with this. Go on, help us out and the rifle is yours. Fine, I'll help you out. Stay here. Alright. Let's go talk to these scam artists. Before you stands a thin, tall man wearing a bathrobe and some slippers. Upon seeing you, he livens up. Oh, hello. Please, could you ask me how I know that you are a lady that's deeply interested in learning of modern crypto technologies? Fine, how do you know that? Did you know that computer literacy went from 0 to 1% in the West in just the last year? And it's not all because of meeting automated computerized turrets on old military bases. Nope, the digital age cometh. A technologically literate person should start saving money in the most digital way there is. So how do I do that? Easy. Do you have, say, 1,000 rubles? If so, I would gladly trade those for this pine cone. It's smaller than a wad of cash, and no bandit will ever think to steal it. But between you and me, its price will be 1,000 rubles. And any other cryptocurrency dealer will see it as 1,000 rubles. This is how it all works. So, how many traders take pine cones as currency nowadays? Well, currently it's just me, although even I can only trade pine cones for rubles one way, meaning you won't get your cash back. But in the foreseeable future, many would take up cryptocurrency, more than 10% of the population, and that's just the start. Shut it. I'm here for the guys who stole from. You're talking about those masked barbarians? We never stole from them. Their money is in a much safer place nowadays, and will be spent in the glory of progress. Or for finding a new assistant for our cause. Entering the crypto market asks for commercial risk, and they knew it. Well, after they exchanged green for buttons, I don't really respect them myself. True, though. They kind of, like, let themselves get fooled. If I won't help them, they'll go to the guards. You really up for that kind of trouble? Krasnastimeni is a way too good of a platform to give it up because of some idiots. We don't want trouble with the guards. Here, have this for the grain they gave us. And we're going to lay low for a while until some changes occur in the industry. The bathrobe man hides you a bunch of cash as his partner eyes the transaction with regret. Good. Now get the hell out of this city. See them run? Wow, so what happened? Okay, well, maybe I can keep their money. Ooh, they gave me 1,000 rubles. Oh, goodness. Like, I'm not gonna use this rifle. I'm not gonna use the rifle. Like, maybe fucking my friend will. I feel like I could use the 1,000 rubles. And again, it's not that hard to make money. It's a tough decision. I think we are gonna go ahead and give them back their money. Well, can I see what the barter is like? No, I can't. I got your money back. My sister, and I thought my children will walk through our village home looking at my head stuck on a pike. Thank you so much. The man shakes your hand and his partner gives you a tight hug. We shall never forget this. If you're ever in our neck of the woods, we will help you no matter what, and we're here. Have this gun. Raiba didn't want to give it up, but he will now since you're such a good person. Good luck. Thanks for the guns. So their village is going to be nice to me now. But they had 1,000 rubles though. Oh, and it was just a rusty fucking rifle. What? Is it even better than this one? Oh, the 1,000 rubles. I just see that 1,000 rubles walking away. Oh, it's worse. It's worse than the old hunting rifle. No. 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 No, it really is worse. Oh, man. It happens. Well, now we know that for the future. I guess we should have saved before we gave that to them. Looks for the autosave. I have no way of knowing how far back these autosaves take me. This one takes me back to level 1. That's dangerous. This one has Fidel in it. I don't know if I saved after I talked to any of those people I've already talked to, though. Gosh! Okay, so I guess we make a safety save. In slot 5. And then we'll load the quick save. Oh, it's saved over in it. Did it? No, okay, we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, as good as a rusty rifle is, it's not. And I don't think I could even sell this hunting rifle for very much. Let me go see. Hunting rifle. Fidel's hunting rifle sells for 157. That seems like a lot less than 1,000 rubles. However, I get the knowledge that their village likes me. I really think I'm just gonna keep the money. I can use that money to buy a lot of the things around. It's a really good little 1,000 ruble bump. I bet you it's worth it though. Chat, this is a hard decision. And it literally has nothing to do about the morals of the situation. It's just about, oh, well, am I gonna go right into their village and like, they're gonna give me like a 2,000 ruble gun? Like if I don't fuck with them right now? This is a tough one, chat. This is a tough one. I'm gonna refill my water real quick, chat, while I think about this. I'll be right back.
Мечта теряет цвет, где на вопрос ответа нет. Здесь тяжело, но я свой страх убил у жизни на глазах. Я так устал, мне нужен вдох.
Alright, we're back, chat. Quick little BRB restroom. we're back to figure out what's really going on here with this money situation. I honestly want to take the rubles. I told them I would do it though. It would be so easy to keep those rubles. It would be so easy. And that rifle is useless to me. Or is it? Yeah, because I'm going to use automatic firearms with the VSS. So... just go through the dialogue we already did. Here for the guys you stole from. Do a personality check. Get the rubles. I scared them half to death, made them run, but they already spent the money they got in your grain. Soldiers of both men slump. You don't need to see their faces to know they're devastated by what happened. Damn it, what do we do now? Silent partner, the man you're talking to, waves in an abstract direction. You think we should go home, Ryba? I mean, maybe you should still pay me with that rifle. Just saying. Or, oh damn, our heads will be put on pikes. But that's life for you. Let's go. Look, you're gonna go back and just get killed. That's your own fault. Sorry guys, I grifted the grifters, and you got grifted. So, it's a world of the grifted and the grifters. Either you're grifted, or you're grifting. Either you're grifted, or you're grifting. There you go. That's how it's supposed to come out. Food and supplies. That 1,000 rubles is the rubles we need to get into Krasnozameni Gate. I just realized that. That's why they gave you the option for the 1,000 rubles. Because you need those rubles to get into New Vegas. Duh! It all makes sense now. Ooh, cheese? Minus 1 personality from eating cheese. Makes sense. Got cheese breath or whatever. Good for killing hunger. Very expensive though. So I want to talk to this man, but I know I should probably gather more speechcraft first. I.e. going back to that town, getting a Chardonnay, getting the hat, talking to the fishermen, doing Katya's quest. Yeah, all those things. Sell the waste paper in the tin can. Where's some rubles? Oh, wait a second. Well, we should be able to start skinning, but for the trip home, we're gonna buy some crackers. Yeah, he wouldn't have given us a discount. You have more food here. You've got canned foods. Gives +1 radiation. Heals the same amount of hunger. It's more expensive though. Well, actually, how much is it for 1 canned food? 28. Yeah, it's more expensive. The onion gives you +1 endurance for 47 rubles. That's essentially a heal for me out and about, combined with the herbal mix. I can heal by resting probably that way. Apple heals 1 to 3 health. It's kind of the only thing I have that heals me. -1 toxic. I'll definitely take an herbal mix, another one. Oh, I'm getting a little bit close to getting below 1,000 though. Actually, in fact, buying the onion is a little bit much. Yeah, I'll just buy 2 more herbal mixes instead. Order? No. Just save real quick. And let's go ahead and look around the town a bit more. We have more garbage cans we can invade. Oh, there's a house here. Go into. Oh, but it's got a locked door. Locked. That door is locked too. Ooh, cows. 2 cows. Sadly, we don't have any empty bottles currently. Oh, trash cans. Love trash cans. Broken bottle we could sell for 1 ruble. Literally 1 ruble. Nothing there. I think there's the Great Brit Ant lives. Brit Ant? The Great Brit Ant. Great Brit Ant lives. Okay, Google is telling me about life in the UK. That's not exactly what I had in mind. No clue, but the Great Britain lives. And the Great Britain has things in their house. Ooh, a hunter's memo. Something locked? Canned food? Nice. Hunter's memo will teach us how to do a new recipe, how to create Molotov. And there's a water here if we need it to fill up. I'm pretty sure we've done everything we need to do here currently. Oh, we should go talk to the guard. He sells 545. This guy sells 545. Don't really want to buy that. I'm interested in buying 762, as well as buying Fidel. Can you get a little bit closer? Discuss tactics. Tactics. We must stick close together. More tactics. Tactics. Hammer the enemy everywhere you see them. Yeah. Tactics. Fighting style. Friendly fire. Never shoot when there's a chance to hit a friend. When you retreat. Back out when wounded. When you attack. Attack the one I'm attacking. Talk about healing. Heal up when near death. And seems good. Let's head up here and talk to this guard. You see a tall, strong man in heavy armor and a Yushenka hat. He turns to you while simultaneously grabbing an automatic rifle from his neck. Well, well, well. The entrance to the city costs 30 rubles. It's a fee. Oh, that's not too bad. You hand the money over to the guard, but suddenly he steps back from you. He looks genuinely, or at least it seems so, terrified. Oh my, how come I didn't notice this straight away? You have Krasnov syndrome. No way, I can't let a sick man into the city. Epidemic is the last thing we need. What? What? Oh, here we go. Maybe you're also infected. Let me see. No. No way, sis. Don't try to bullshit me. That sick person isn't the one to diagnose the healthy ones. It'd be good for you to get some help from the city hospital, but I can't let you in just like that. The man pretends to think really hard, then a mischievous grin appears in his weather-beaten face. Oh, I do have a kind heart. I'll let you pass, but for 1,000 rubles. Are you for real? Where would I have this money from? It's obvious the guard hasn't taken your words seriously. A mocking expression appears in his face. Well, isn't that a great question? I don't know, but I feel like you of all people should be able to make this kind of money. You need to get to the city, right? Of course you do. Okay, so I don't have high enough speechcraft or barter to get in without paying him. Also, I want to note that on my last playthrough, I didn't give him the 30 rubles. He also did not let me in. So, giving him the rubles actually doesn't... Yeah, you just don't give him the 30 rubles. Just takes it from you. She's uninteresting. Just a normal woman walking around. We're looking just to scrap up some more garbage before we head out. Okay, let's go see if we can buy some ammo off the guard up here. That would be nice. He's guarding this power station, which I don't think I want to piss him off, so I'm not going to go in there. I could probably sneak through pretty easily, though. Some people from out of town are talking about a noble serial killer that's appeared in the north. His name is Hybris or Hubris, something like that. He killed a popular singer who became too full of himself, and then some pushy politician, then a mobster who had lost all shame. People say stay humble or Hybris will get you. Damn it. I even changed my mind about asking for a promotion after hearing the story. Yeah, Hubris does get you. Yeah, I bet you I could sneak in there. Probably under the cover of nighttime. Just slip in through that little side part in the gate. Either way, though, we don't want to piss them off, and it's not nighttime. Alright, back on the big old world map here. Been doing some good work. So we wrote down what our objectives are here. We need to go back up to Ochadonye for a lot of different reasons. The cult's up there, fisherman's up there, we gotta help catch us still. And we have our gun and our companion now, so we should do much better off out in the wilderness, investigating and moving around. So let's go to the abandoned factory first. I don't think we're gonna pay this man 1,000 rubles. We're gonna use the 1,000 rubles and just get the speechcraft and barter we need to finish the situation. I know there was a area there. I already know what happens in that area. I guess we can go check it out. I'd like to check it out later, though. Whoa, this man's got gear. A special pistol? Before the war, this gun was designed by Ivan Mosevich Schwartz. It was used by special operatives of the KGB and MVD. At the time, it was known as the most powerful pistol in the world. Damn. M16. Shooting 7.62. Oh, it's shooting 5.45. Okay. I guess there's no 5.56 in this game. That's fine. -1 dodge, -1 dex, -12 dodge, armor. +5 survival hat. Now that is an interesting hat. I would be interested in buying it if I had just extra rubles, but currently I want to kind of save every ruble I can. I'll sell the canned meat though. And I'll sell the waste paper and the babushka scarf and the log. Get some more rubles out of this guy. Yeah, seems good. Lockpick. Ooh. That actually seems really useful. I'm gonna buy that. Just like lockpick plus 20 item. Lovely. So we're already below the 1,000. We need to get back into Cross Not Too Many, which might be a mistake, but because I've never been in. I know that we can get 1,000 rubles again by just farming. I'm not too worried about it, but it is worth noting that we're going to have to do that, probably. We're going to be spending even more rubles down the line. We got to spend 500 rubles to save a hostage. At some point. Let's do this event while we're here. Oh, it's not an event. I like that. It's random that these events pop up. Good, good, good. 9 mil. 12 9 mil. Cha-ching. Oh, I should put that in my inventory so I can scan. I gave the good knife to Fidel. He's much better with that kind of stuff. The recipe for metal bolts. Hey, that's nice. Go ahead and use that. Iron metal bolts. I'm actually really happy we stopped here. We can also get some toadstools for Katya here. Don't want to go anywhere near this car. I'm pretty sure it is irradiated. Yeah, you can hear it. Even though there's loot there, it's not worth getting irradiated over. I mean, I know I have the milk, but yeah, can't be that important. Just a waste of resources, it feels like. All right, good job. Good little loot spot there. Okay, so we are back on the road up to the bandits. Thanks again for tuning in, chat. We're coming up to the 3-hour and 30-minute mark. This is so far our longest stream. This game is just so great. It keeps you going, and it helps me to get more into it, to read it out loud. Let's see what we can get here. Another trader. Just has some garbage. Nothing really good. Be on my way then. And it doesn't look like there's anything worth noting around in the environment except for radiation poisoning. So let's head out. Fidel's survival is what's not triggering any more of these shitty encounters that we were getting every second before. And so we should do... Hey, let's rest for a moment. We should be able to rest no problem now with Fidel's survival. Oh. We took 10 HP damage for that. Wow, if I do that again, I die. Oh gosh. Herbal tea, not as anywhere as good as I thought. Okay, let's eat some biscuits. Let's try herbal tea again. Nice, that time we got it. Heal for 10 health each. And we'll just rest for a little bit. What time is it currently? Okay, we'll rest for 3 hours. Awoke to a strange sound. Oh! Resting for 3 hours wasn't the right call. Wake up and die. Let's try that again. Which one is it? I know it's some of these. It's probably number 5 for the safety save I did. I don't need the safety save though. We're just gonna go for the quick save we had. Have to go back and grab the mushrooms again. No big deal. Nice gentle stroll through the blue butterflies. They're very pretty. Ooh, there's a corpse here we missed. Nothing good on him. Okay, now we'll just head out. Okay, let's try this whole heal thing again. Because there's no doctor we can access in Crossness and Many. I thought having Fidel Survival would help with this, but apparently it don't help at all. Maybe if I take Fidel's hat from him. Give me your hat, Fidel. I need a +5 survival. Eat the biscuits. And then make a herbal tea. No luck. Herbal tea. No luck. Oh my god, we're at 1 HP. What? Okay, well you can kill yourself by drinking herbal tea. I've just confirmed this. It was for science. Also, wow, that sucks. That was very unlucky. Okay. Very unlucky. Just very unlucky. Unless there's something herbal mix. I have literally never failed cooking herbal mixes until today. So, just very unlucky. Fidel, I'm pretty sure your skills actually matter for my party. Yeah, your survival is a lot higher than mine. Even if I take that hat. Oh, the corpse isn't here this time. Oh yeah, that is. It's right here. Once more into the mushroom breach. Okay, we'll save here. Try again. Eat the biscuit. Eat the biscuit. Herbal tea. It works. You don't need to rest now. Lovely. Gosh, if this was a permadeath character, oh lord. Herbal tea is not reliable enough of a healing method, though it is really cheap. With a low endurance character, it needs some sort of more reliable healing, low endurance, low strength. I didn't really think about that, but it comes with experience. I think I can struggle through it as long as I am willing to reload saves like I was and continue to be more prepared in the future, stocking up on foods to eat along my paths. Wow, we actually made it away from that one. Surprising. Eventually in this game you do get a car. It's pretty hard to get though, and you can go the whole game without getting it. One of those quality of life progression things that like it's pretty hard to grind for, but it's not necessary to get either. Just for fun, basically. Nice. Now we're getting our luck again on these encounters. We're not going to meet the scavengers this time. This is the factory. This is where we'll meet Dunya, and where we'll start working with the faction that's actually the good faction in the game. The bandits. Seeing you, the man spits on the ground near your feet, adjusts his grip on the assault rifle and eyes you coldly. Hello, girl. So what brings you here? I'm traveling, alright. That's how I found this place. Ooh, what a traveler. So what are you looking for here anyway? Nothing, just want to ask a few questions. The man crosses his arms and gazes at you without comment. Tell me about this place. It's an old dilapidated factory. Hell, if I know what they used to make here. Bricks, I think. Now it's our base of operations. Our small army rests here between our valiant attempts to protect the local villages from all kinds of trouble. Here I thought you were gangsters. Don't think about it too much or it might bite you in the ass one day. Sure, we take our share from the local simpletons, but we spend that money to protect them. There are so many freaks, mutant and cold-blooded assholes crawling about, that without our protection those peasants would already be dead, eaten and shit out by now. Well, if you say so. Good. We understand each other completely. May I ask something else? Tell me about yourself. I'm called Kasoi, and I work for Dan. I started back before the war, and after I got out of juvie. It's kind of a sad story if you think about it. Tell me about your chief. He's a great guy. Not really one of the high-ranking thieves, but he has a vision, you know. A plan for all of us. I see. May I ask something else? I better go. Yeah, I get out of here while I'm feeling generous, but don't you dare set foot in our camp. What? Why am I not allowed to set foot in the camp? Oh, I know why. We haven't helped the... So there's a bandit in Notre Dame, and we have to go help them. And then we'll be able to enter the camp afterwards. Though this might be a good place to kind of call the stream for tonight. It's been a pretty long stream, 3.5 hours. Normally I'm going to try to do at least 3 hours, but in the future maybe even longer. I could keep going longer, but I want to pace myself. And so 30 extra minutes tonight seems good. I hope everybody who's here and who is watching the VOD or was here earlier, I hope all of y'all enjoyed the stream. This game is simply fantastic. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it off stream as well, and I'm going to keep playing off stream to kind of inform this run a bit more. However, a lot of this stuff is still brand new for me, so I'm really enjoying experiencing it alongside y'all. And thanks again for tuning in. I'll be back on Friday at 3:30 to 4 p.m. PST starting time. I'll post about it in a Discord, and I'll also might talk to people individually. Before I go, I'll just post a link over to Porky Dorky, who is a great friend of mine, who is also streaming. I don't know if they're still streaming, if she's still streaming now, but she was streaming earlier. And I'll try to orchestrate a raid thingy. Okay, let me just pop her Twitch into the chat here. I hope that works. It doesn't lead to just some virus buggy thing. Let me go check if she's still even streaming. She is. Lovely. Alright, we're gonna try to don't have to spam anything, but you know, we'll just give her the host here. If I can figure out how. Oh goodness. Okay. How to raid. We're gonna get this, guys. We're gonna get this. Start raid, type /raid by the channel you wish to raid. Okay, we're gonna raid Porky Dorky. So we're gonna do /raid www. Invalid username. Oh, okay. It's just the username we do. /raid Porky Dorky. Yay! Okay, yeah, just I really appreciate if y'all click the button. You know, no, don't gotta tune in or anything. But I love y'all. Bye.